Save $2,100 a month. One call, life change. There's no wait, no hard credit pull. You probably won't need an appraisal. Just fast, easy cash from your home's equity. Rates at a 3-year low. Act now. Call 914-999-1508 or visit loanpronto.com for your free instant home appraisal. See how much cash you can get today. Call 914-999-1508. See how much cash you can get today. You can also visit loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781. On approved credit, visit NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
If your ride is making strange noises, don't wait and make it worse. Come to Action Transmission on Merrill Road. My expert technicians can diagnose the problem and likely fix it fast. Experience the difference at Action Transmission on Merrill Road.
1010XL, WJXL AM and FM, Jacksonville Beach, home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. From the offseason to the postseason, nobody covers the Jaguars like 1010XL.
This sandwich, it's a complete game changer. Hello, this is Mike, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Pretzel Cheddar Club is that juicy chicken with that toasty pretzel bun. That bun, it's crispy, cozy, just amazing. With the pretzel bun, the Dijon mustard, and the chicken, it makes that sweet, savory kind of combination. It's everything that you love about food rolled into one. It looks phenomenal. It tastes great. It's delicious.
Order the Pretzel Cheddar Club with cherry berry and Sprite for a limited time on the Chick-fil-A app. Real guests paid for their testimonial.
I know two brothers whose minds are always in the gutters.
Hi, I'm Tim.
And I'm Kevin.
We are the Good Brothers.
That's good with an E.
From Good Brothers Roofs and Gutters.
We install 6 and 7-inch seamless gutters, plus we repair and replace roofs, pool enclosures, and super gutters.
We are the Good Brothers, veteran-owned and local.
Visit goodbrothersroofsandgutters.com.
License number CCC 1334384.
Good Brothers Roofs and Gutters.
Hey, Hicken here. Tired of glasses or contacts? Discover customized vision solutions at Bowden Eye & Associates. Dr. Bowden's team offers cutting-edge options like EVO implantable Collamer lenses or refractive lens exchange and classic LASIK, designed to fit your life. Picture perfect vision for reading, driving, or just enjoying the day. It's easier than you think. Call now for your free screening. Bowden Eye & Associates, they're keeping the First Coast focused.
Brackish Vodka, the spirit of the sportsman and proud partner of the Jaguars, is now available at the Fresh Market Spirits and Wine. The Fresh Market Spirits and Wine is a new adult beverage store offering spirits, wine, beer, and accessories at A1A North in Ponte Vedra, a first-of-its-kind destination for thoughtfully curated spirits, wine, and beer as only the Fresh Market can. And now, you can get Brackish Vodka at the Fresh Market. Brackish Vodka, for whatever your sport is. Proud partner of the Jaguars.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Coogan Nation, time to rise and shine and start your day with Duval Sports Media Big Steppers. Dan Hicken.
You know it!
Jeff Proctor.
It's a big deal.
Gosh, it sure is a big deal.
And E to the T.
E.T. is in the booth.
Rise and shine. Googans, go time on a Tuesday morning. It's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. At least one of us apparently is in victory formation. Good morning, E.T.
Side by six.
So, peel back the curtain here inside the business. I was fortunate enough, I was invited to play the San Jose Country Club on Friday. And I was out there, and I was like, dang, man, looks like a PGA Tour event's coming here. I mean, they're got all this setup going on and tents and infrastructure and, carts lined up, and signage. I'm like, man, what, did I miss something? And then, I come in yesterday, and he's got his golf outfit on. I always know when he's got his golf outfit on. And he's like, yeah, he goes, I got to play in a tournament over at San Jose. I'm like, well, dog, man, that must be some sort of big event. What is it, 904 Happy Hour? Is that who?
Yeah, it's not the 904 Open.
Yeah, so, if anything in town that has happy hour in it, he's a member. 904 Happy Hour, Jacks Beach Happy Hour, Avondale Happy. I mean, if you got a happy hour, just standing invite. So he says, yeah, I'm going to go out and play I'm playing in that night. Oh, so, well, that's a big deal, man. I mean, you may have, cameras and photo ops out there. He grabbed that thing, come in here for a second. I come in this morning, and he says this to me, gang. He goes, yeah, man, check this out. And I look through the window, and I mean, you can't miss this thing. It's like suddenly I'm doing the show with Happy Gilmore. I mean, look at that thing. Huh? Y'all see the size of that thing? It's half as big as he is. Yeah, the Joker went out and won the doggone tournament. Huh? What about that? Victory formation for one of us this morning. So there you go. Congratulations for tasting victory. Oh, now that just all it does is change your golf standard. Huh? Yeah, from now on, you're like Tiger. Second place sucks. Huh? All right. Gang, I've told you this before. I'm not the luckiest person in the world, except when it came to choosing a betrothed, and when it comes time to flip the channel around sports, I get there right for the crux. It doesn't matter. I'm like you. I'm into the Bucks and the Lions, and I'm watching them approach halftime. And I've watched some of the ALCS a little bit earlier, and I saw Seattle had taken ultimately a 3-1 lead. And to be honest, it just kind of got out of my stream of consciousness. And it must have been Bucks about. No, it was like end of the game. I dozed off. End of the Bucks game, and I flip it over there to the Seattle-Toronto game. I flip it over, and it's the bottom of the 7th. Toronto's down 3-1. They got a runner on first. And then they get a single, and they got a runner on first and second. And then probably the most accomplished postseason hero that you're not aware of. I'll just put it that way. I'm not going to dumb down you baseball fans. You certainly know who George Springer is. But lo and behold, I hadn't had it on the channel for longer than about a minute when George Springer hit a 3-run homer, bottom of the 7th, gave the home standing Blue Jays the 4-3 lead, a lead they held, and went on to win the ALCS with a dramatic Game 7 victory. It is why you watch sports. That plays, Springer himself, his teammates, just so ecstatic.
I wish I could have been in that building.
An ecstasy that you could almost feel through you grin. You find yourself laying in a bed in Jacksonville, Florida, 2,000 miles away, grinning at the raw, enthusiastic sports ecstasy. E.T.'s got a shirt on today that I think properly describes it. Nirvana. It's a nirvana of just sports joy filling that, what do they call it? Is it still the Rogers Center? And Toronto and the home crowd and Springer himself. And I mean, just a good 2 minutes of leaded juice flowing. And the Blue Jays are back in the World Series, just the third time in franchise history. I told you the Mariners and the Blue Jays came into the league at the same time, 1977, I believe. Could have been 76. I think it was 77. The Blue Jays won back-to-back World Series. In fact, they beat my beloved Atlanta Braves in 92. They followed it up with one of the great World Series memories and snapshots. That's Joe Carter hitting a home run to beat the Phillies and give the Blue Jays the title. But they hadn't been to the World Series since 93, so 30-some-odd years, and they'll now make it back to their third World Series. Meanwhile, Seattle advanced as far as they ever have. They go to Game 7 of the ALCS, but still without a World Series even appearance. Back home, the Seattleites, is that what we call them? The Seattleans? The residents, the sports fans of Seattle, got to pick me up from their football team last night. This is one thing I'll say. We're going to come back and talk more Jags. Liam Coen met the media virtually yesterday. So more on them when we come back on the other side. Do we have Fred today, E? Is that scheduled? So we'll get Fred Taylor's reaction from what went down in London, where this team sits here at the bye week. We'll talk Gator head coaching search with Chris Doring and the Doring Report. That's just now about an hour away. But meanwhile, back to the Jags and what we'll kind of talk. As I sit here now, heading into the bye week, those two defenses that we just ran into, they're for real now. I don't think we're going to face that kind of pressure and harassment and, quite frankly, defensive talent the rest of the year. So we've kind of bottomed out offensively. That's fair to say. These last couple of weeks, due to a variety of factors, the offense has just gone kaput. We blew the engine. But coming off a bye week, man, there's got to be some sense when you play the Raiders that you get to look at the JV for at least an afternoon. I don't know if the kind of pressure that Seattle and then the Rams brought, the Jags will see again this year. And take a look. Don't tell them that. That's certainly not their mentality, but I'll tell you that when they come back and they face even the good teams on their schedule. Now, maybe the Colts. We'll see about those Colts. They seem to be for real in the AFC. I got two dates with them, and that's that weird scenario where we always beat Indy here. But I say that after watching Seattle just strong arm C.J. Stroud and the Texans last night. No more luck getting their offense in rhythm than the Jags and Trevor Lawrence had the week before. In fact, the two losing teams last night in Monday Night Football, dare I say, had Trevor Lawrence games. You know, not terrible. Did the quarterback play lose the games? No, but tough sledding. Just both C.J. Stroud and in the earlier game, Baker Mayfield got pressured and harassed. They were sub 50% throwing. They stumbled around. And if I could pull up the dadgum box score here there we go. But yes, Seattle got after. Stroud went 23 of 49 for 229 last night with a touchdown and a pick. He had a passer rating of 59. And the Seahawks only sacked him 3 times, but man, they pushed him off his spot just like we saw here all night long. So the Seahawks, yeah, they had only 3 sacks. Passes defended. I don't know if I've ever seen a stat. 12 passes defended yesterday.
Wow.
That's an amazing number. As some of those, quite frankly, came from batted balls at the line of scrimmage, and other just from the forced harassment of C.J. Stroud. They also hit the quarterback. You ready? 7 more times. So 7 quarterback hits, 10 tackles for loss, 3 sacks for that Seattle defensive line. And they just mowed through Houston just like they did the Jags. And just like they did the Jags, they beat them by 8 points. Sam Darnold last night, 17 of 31, 213, a touchdown, a pick, passer rating 73.7. But boy, that defense made sure that it didn't matter. In the early game, the MVP track for Baker Mayfield finally kind of hit a little bit of a roadblock. The Lions just blistered him. What a night for Jahmyr Gibbs. Oh, goodness. He had a first half with 150 yards and a touchdown. I think the first and only since Calvin Johnson to do that. And they harassed Baker Mayfield, who I said he went sub 50, just over 50. He went 28 for 50 last night, 228, a touchdown, a pick, a passer rating of 66.1. He was sacked 4 times and pushed around in that pocket by that defensive line a bunch. They had 4 sacks of Baker Mayfield last night. And so a stumble for the Bucs away from home. The Lions are really finding their footing. They played a tough schedule out of the gates. They've dropped a couple at Green Bay and at Kansas City. But I think if you scan the landscape in the NFC, it feels like the Lions are the best team, doesn't it, E?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it feels like the Lions are the best team.
Was good.
Yeah, we'll get hectic later with the power rankings. Our Jags now are going to fall somewhere into the 20s, I imagine, or deep teens, which is where they belong. But again, if I'm going to take anything from, and I wouldn't call it a positive, but I would call it a competitive reality. It's not going to be any tougher for this Jaguars, the offensive line, and the offense in general, it's not going to get any tougher for them than it did the last 2 weeks, and it showed. They gave up 14 flipping sacks in 2 weeks. The running game non-existent, but with a week and a half now to get things corrected, get ready for a road trip out the gates to Vegas to take on the Raiders. Here's hoping we can, scheme up some and have guys do what they're supposed to do and execute. And gosh, that's certainly job one here the second half of the season, is get the offense rolling in some sort of rhythm. So good luck in those endeavors. All right, I mentioned the Gator coaching search. It's a huge positive to me to have this thing put to bed. It's out there privately, publicly, and all places in between. How do you navigate coaching targets that still have a lot of meaningful football to play the rest of this year? How do you wait till the regular season's over with already kind of a silent agreement, and then it's Lane Kiffin or some other head coach, in between the finality of the regular season and then maybe Kiffin the playoffs or bowl games? Do you make the announcement there and then he coaches them through there knowing that he's going to go? It makes it an odder situation, a little bit different when you're going cross-conference, when you're going from a conference team that, quite frankly, is in a lot better shape than the one you're going to. And look, I don't think that Lane Kiffin in any way at all is afraid of this job, and I there's part of me that thinks he actually wants the job, wants to make the move, and I think all you got to do is throw the amount of money to stroke that ego in that bank account, and I think Florida's going to be able to make that happen. Now, it's Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday, and who can you count on are not going to be happy with me for saying that. So we're up and rolling here, as mentioned, on the Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. I got that truck at Murray Ford. I didn't have it 3 days. It was over at Catlin. And I got the bed liner put in. I got those WeatherTech floor mats, which they've come in handy for my klutzy self 10, 12 times already. I got that rolling lock. And so if you are getting a truck, it needs to be your first stop. Who can you count on? You can count on Catlin. Liam, Coen, and more when we return. You're listening to The Drill on 1010XL, 92.5 FM.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Every Friday in the fall is Pre-Game Friday.
Is this what I think it is? Yes, it is.
We'll get you ready for the games. Who's in, who's out.
This is what I'm talking about.
Built by Dream Finders Homes. Homes built to fit your lifestyle on 1010XL.
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval Sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duval Sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Mike Dempsey for Apex Roofing and Contracting of Jacksonville Beach. If your roof's got any damage, if it leaks, if it's just old and ugly, call my friends at Apex Roofing. But Mike, roofs are so expensive. It's true, quality roofing is not cheap, but Apex Roofing has up to 100% financing available, so you don't have to compromise quality for budget. Apex Roofing, no shortcuts, no stress, just quality work with financing available. Reach for the peak with Apex Roofing and Contracting in Jacksonville Beach. ApexRoofingFL.com.
It's the Gator Podcast Channel with Frank Frangie and me, Dan Hicken, on all things Gators. Hacker and Denny Thompson have Gator Bites, and you can find them wherever you find podcasts or at 1010XL.com. Presented by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
When you need a mechanic you can trust, visit AA Automotive on Richard Street. For oil changes to complex repairs, AA Automotive is a full-service repair shop for personal and commercial fleet vehicles. Trust AA to keep your ride running A-OK.
Frank Frangie here. Nimnick Buick GMC is proud to be the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville, earned by treating customers with courtesy, respect, and fairness. All part of Nimnick's Treating You Right guarantee. The most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer, nobody but Nimnick. For 3 generations, Nimnick has been the place customers keep coming back to. They treat you right, and they give a bunch back to the community. Visit NimnickBuickGMC.com today to learn more, or visit their showroom off Phillips Highway. GMC, we are professional grade.
It's the fall savings event going on now at Renewal by Anderson. Upgrading your home has never been easier. Get 20% off replacement windows and patio doors. Plus, no money down, no payments, and no interest for 12 months. This offer expires October 31st. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Florida Gators. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
Need protection? Call Craig and Christine Kaprosky at Goosehead Insurance. The Kaproskys are a husband-wife team committed to finding you the right coverage at the right price in just a few short minutes. For home, auto, flood, or specialty insurance, Craig and Christine Kaprosky are the answer. Craig.Kaprosky at Goosehead.com.
Calling all fun-loving citizens of Northeast Florida. Freedom Boat Club needs your help. Lisa the botanista has gone missing. She left a note that said, "Gone boating." But here's the thing. Freedom Boat Club has 4 local locations, Julington Creek, Jack's Beach, and 2 in St. Augustine, and over 400 locations across the world. That's a lot of water to cover. Is she water skiing on the Ozarks, whale watching in the Pacific, or island hopping in Spain? Or hiding right here at the Black Creek Rope Swing, or docking at the Conch House? Wait, has anyone checked Fort George Island? Too much to do on the water, so Freedom Boat Club is offering our best discount of all time, so you can help search. You simply make your reservation, show up, and have fun. I gotta go. I'm hopping on a boat to the fish camp for live music and lunch. Maybe I'll find the botanista there. Or better yet, maybe you'll join us with the best discount ever and enjoy boating made simple. Don't blame us when you start playing hooky too. Visit freedomboatclub.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
All right, we're going to go deep with Liam Coen. I'm just going to let you hear from a variety of topics after absorbing these last 2 weeks in a long plane ride home. First things first, I very rarely do this. How long have I been doing the show with Hicken in the morning? 20 years probably?
20 plus.
20 plus back in the day. A couple different stops. I can count on one hand. I've texted him at home, hey, can you bring me this? Or hey, can you stop and do that? Ever. And I had to send out the SOS for some Advil or some Tylenol. I got the worst going on, and I mean, I've had them all of the nags through the years. I've had them, man. You name them: sore back, sore neck, plantar fasciitis, tendonitis here, everything but migraines. Never been bothered by those. Knock on Formica. I got a tooth thing going on, bro. Nothing worse than the tooth thing. And I got it, and I know what's coming. This is the downside of being the kid who would fall asleep with, navigators in your mouth. I've killed my teeth for years. It's to the point they damn near shame me when I go to the dentist.
Oh, God.
They do. And it makes it more uncomfortable. Sorry, I already don't want to be here.
Yeah.
What are we brushing?
Right, I don't even want to be here.
What are we brushing every other day? What are you saying? What kind of slob do you take me for? I'm not brushing every. Do you floss? No. Also, don't use sunscreen. You want to get on me for that?
They definitely shame you.
They do. They shame my ass. Used to not be that way. They're just up front now. But anyway, I got something here in the back right. Y'all know the deal if you ever get one. Like I said, I've done this before. This is the old root canal. Something going on underneath a cap or, crown or something. It's just brutal, man. Like anything hot, anything that's not room temperature, hot or cold. The whole right side of your face just goes, ack. And then you live on this daggum Tylenol and Advil, and that's not the best thing for your stomach. So anyway, dentist today. I'm ready for the walk of shame. I feel like I should strip naked and crawl in like Game of Thrones. Let them throw old floss at me. But yeah, I put out the emergency ballot. I hope he gets it. If you get this and you remember, some Advil or some Tylenol about now would be good. The old place, we're in these much nicer, cleaner, crisper digs here, but the old place, we had an old medicine cabinet that hung in the kitchen. It's hardly ever used, but there's a big,
Might go peel that thing off the wall.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I haven't seen that here. I was looking around. Trust me. Anywho, let's get to Liam Coen. He's got these are the full throttle answers. They run anywhere from 40 seconds to a minute, and we can, put spin, opinion, however you want to say it, as we go through these next 10 days. But where they sit right now after getting absolutely embarrassed in London. All right, first things first, you head into the bye, but, he's got to remind himself and his team that they are what they are.
We cannot, absolutely not go back and try to reinvent the wheel here, right? We're sitting at 4-3, everything's ahead of us. We got to play cleaner football, guys. That's the reality. And until you play cleaner, in between the whistles, right? In between the white lines of playing more fundamentally sound, having better situational awareness, executing and handling the controllables, guys, that's where we're at. Like, we have to pour into that and find out, okay, these 2 days that we have as a staff, all right, what do we do best? Like, what are the things that we do best in all three phases? Go and dive into and pour into those things. How do we continue to trim the inventory as a group so that we're not watering down the fundamentals and techniques of our core principles, of the things that's going to make up 80%, 85% of your calls, your call sheet.
It's a lot of coach speak there. Here's Liam Coen on the pass rush.
You look at our third downs, and I think in the last two games, they're like people are like 2 or 3. He's taking care of the football. This. We have thrown I don't want to throw the ball as many times as we've thrown it, not because of him, just because of staying balanced. But we were able to create some explosives in this past week. Obviously, it became one of those kind of games. We've got to start faster. Like, we have got to start faster as an offense at the quarterback position, not take a little bit of time to get into the flow. That's on us to also help. All right, hey, these are the exactly what we're thinking early on. Hey, these are the calls. These are the thoughts. This is the exact looks we're thinking about getting. How do we prepare better and continue to take advantage of our operation, trying to be an edge? I mean, we were better in and out of the huddle last week. We're better from that standpoint, but we've got to make the easy ones easy. And we've also, I thought he stood in there, took some shots too. We also got to, we can't take so many sacks either, from all 11 though. Sacks are all 11. It's the route, it's the quarterback, it's the running back, it's the OL. Those are things that we can control.
And they have to better. That's pretty well described. I said pass rush. That was Liam Coen on Trevor Lawrence, and what he's seen from him. That's an honest evaluation. Everything has to be better, and he has to be way better because he's the quarterback. He's the most important piece of the entire puzzle. Now the pass rush.
You look at our third downs, and I think in the last two games they're like. People are like 2 or 3 of 20. It's like one of the most insane third downs going that you can see out there. So if we're able to do it on third downs and get after the quarterback and impact the receivers and the coverage, we've got to find ways to do it as well a little bit better on first and second down and some of our early down fronts, looking at what fronts we're playing. Are we getting more 4 down, 5 down, whatever it is, to be able to create an advantage for our guys to be able to go. And I think having Trayvon back a little bit more this week and get him going a little bit more on early downs, we kind of saved him a little bit more for the rush downs, and we've got to give him some more opportunities. But yeah, it has to improve just like the rest of it.
Back-to-back double-digit penalties. When they do make plays, they shoot themselves in the foot. Again, he keeps talking about correctable errors. They are, but it's becoming like the same story every week. Correctable this, correctable that. Maybe it's time to, I don't know, correct. Here's Coach Coen on the penalty problems.
There's a bunch on it. There's some controllables, some non-controllables. There's some bad luck. Look, until we clean up our football, guys, it's just, it's going to be hard. And so that's the message and the amount of detail. All I know is how to fix this is to pour into the fundamentals and the details and the basics, because it's not like, oh, we've made up some new annexation of Puerto Rico play and we got a penalty on it. It's like we're playing, half field and there's a 7 cut and we hit them before the ball gets there. Like, we can control that. So the ones we can control by coaching and practicing and playing, like that's on us, and we have to control those.
Yeah, there's a lot of what going on in these answers, not a lot of how. That still has to play out. They have a method, hopefully, to correct these things, but that charge is no different coming out of the bye than it was the last 2 weeks. I mean, how many times are guys gonna mess up? We're not good enough to overcome all of those. And early in the year, they were being penalized, but man, they're having 3 or 4 turnovers, and that neutralizes everything. All right, last, certainly not least, updated plan for Travis Hunter.
That is absolutely going to be a part of the conversation this evening with both sides of the football. I thought that there was some definite flashes yesterday in terms of on offense specifically. He had a great pass breakup as well on defense, and we are going to play the best 11 as much as humanly possible after this bye. Like we've kind of gotten a sample size, as you mentioned, a sample size of everything, the totality of the first 7 weeks of every position, but specifically with him. There was definitely some really good things the other night, specifically on the offensive side of the ball. There's still a lot of things that need to be cleaned up and corrected. And then we've got to just make sure we're playing the best guys at all times and see what that looks like. So that will 100% be a part of this evaluation and conversation over the next few days here.
Well, in 56 seconds, he said what he could have said in 3 seconds. We're fixing to let that young man cook. Yeah, he's fixing to play both sides until he can't walk. He sees the same thing we do. The same things we're saying. You look back at that game. Listen to me. You ready for, think to the Rams game. What was the best defensive play of the game for the Jaguars?
Like, it's obvious.
Was that go route to Devontae Adams, and Travis Hunter, stride for stride, rode him the whole way, broke out, just subtle enough, just veteran subtle, physical enough, but not going to get called for a penalty, turn the head, knock it away, and the dude played a handful of snaps. And in a handful of snaps, made the best play by the pass defense the entire game. And then we watched Devontae Adams catch jump balls over 2 guys not named Travis
all
Hunter.
day long.
So they see that too. And that was one of my first messages on Monday. It's time to that's it. No more training wheels. Play both sides of the ball till you need a blow. Then let us know when you're good. Given his opportunity, he's been pretty good this year. He just hadn't been used a lot. And when he's used on defense, you don't notice because he's doing such a good job. Again, Jackson Smith and Jigba, he lit up another defense last night. He lit us up, but he didn't light up Travis Hunter. When they put Travis Hunter on him, dude had 2 catches for 18 yards. So basically what he's saying there is, yeah, I see it. We got to get our best 11 out there. He's our best corner. He's our best cornerback. So he's got to play, and he's going to keep playing offense because now we've seen more close to what that ceiling can be with his first 100-yard game and first NFL touchdown. What's going this? I hate it when a story takes another turn.
Man,
I just like it to end in peace, with well wishes and tidings. But I don't know what happened with Doug Martin in this this situation. I don't know where he is. We'll get into it a little bit on the other side. So it wasn't just a 36-year-old died in his sleep. Let's put it that way. And as best as we can determine where that kind of now odd story stands, we'll hop on that just a little bit. The Gators aren't the only head coaching job open. We're all aware of that. Sometimes you have different targets and it doesn't matter. But with does that bring a sense of urgency? Penn State is right. They're going to be sitting there looking. You've got Virginia Tech. You've got Oklahoma State. You've got Arkansas in the SEC. Now, look, Florida from a prestige status would only be, arm wrestling with Penn State. It doesn't look like they're going to have a common target. I mean, the target in Gainesville is pretty obvious, but there are other jobs open. A little college football notebook for you when we come back on the other side as well. Football Fix bottom of the hour, more in-depth on 2 dominant wins last night by 2 really good teams in the NFC, the Detroit Lions over the Bucs and the Seattle Seahawks taking care of our division rivals, the Houston Texans. That was nice to see, by the way, right? I mean, Houston doesn't look good. Our target has changed. Indy's the best team in the division. That's the one you need to hope is losing each week. Tennessee's, well, they're worse than we are. They're no better than we are for sure. So, and with a 4-3 record versus their, God, what are they now? 2-4 maybe? 3-5? Not sure. They might be. No, they can't be 3-5. The most they could play is 7. So I guess losing last night, they probably fell to 2-4. They probably already had their bye week. I bet that's what it is. I bet the Texans fall to 2-4. And again, it's just good to 2-4. Yeah, always good to see them lose. All right, let's come back on the other side. It's Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday on The Drill.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Get national insight from a local legend.
I know exactly who this man is.
Mike Duraco.
And we get his insight every Thursday from 10 to noon on Jaguars Today with Mike Dempsey.
I think you got to grip it and rip it.
Grip it
and rip it.
Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook. Roll with us. New players bet $5, get $150 in bonus bets if you win. Payable and bonus bets, not a cash offer. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 and up and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Hey, look, I'm no genius, but I know when the solution involves a promise, I feel pretty good about the direction I'm going in, and that direction for you if trying to sell your home is Chad and Sandy at chadandsandy.com. You see, their solution is bottom line. It's a promise, and it's one they've been making. Your home sold guaranteed, or they'll buy it. Jack's area homes are selling. Getting the right price means you need the right marketers and proven systems, and those two are Chad and Sandy Newman, experts and friends. Need to sell now, Chad and Sandy. They have instant offers. Maybe you want max price. Whether you're buying or selling, fast or max cash, Chad and Sandy have the proven plan guaranteed. Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they will buy it. No required costly repairs. Pick your move date. Tom and Nicole in Mandarin got a new job in Louisiana, found a new home. Now we had to sell fast to avoid 2 mortgages. Chad and Sandy sold it in 72 hours for full asking price. So can you. Chad.
This is Josh Woolsey with Woolsey Morecambe. When deciding what lawyer to trust with your car accident or injury case, the most reliable way is reviews and results. You want to be treated well, and you want a great result. Woolsey Morecambe's reviews speak for themselves, and I challenge any firm to compare results. We offer the resources of a large law firm and the customer service of a boutique practice. If you want to be treated right and want great results, call Woolsey Morecambe at 1-800-WOOLSEY and take the fear out of the fight. Offices, Jacksonville.
Frank Frangie here for Coen & Sons Fencing. Jacksonville is full of memorable sports moments. Remember the 2017 AFC Championship game when Miles Jack wasn't down? You know what else isn't down? Fences installed by Coil. Their fences have been standing tall here in Jacksonville for nearly a century. Since 1927, Coil has been the fencing leader in Northeast Florida. If you're in the market for a new fence, I recommend calling Coil & Sons today at 904-356-4821, coiljacks.com. That's C-O-Y-L-E, jacks.com. Coil Fencing, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Are you an experienced chiller technician and looking for a role where your skills are truly valued? It's time to make the move to Local 234, plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. You'll get top pay, comprehensive health and welfare benefits for your family, and a pension that doesn't come out of your pocket. Join the team that's got your back. Local 234, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit UA234.com to send your resume today.
Equal opportunity employer.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Now return after this brief coffee timeout. We got Chris Doring coming up in, just a little over half an hour. So that's going to be a fun conversation as we digest the next chapter for Gator football and which direction they may go. Anytime you have a coaching change, there's always this concern that your own roster will be tied to the coach and leave, or some of your top recruits out there that have committed. You're always worried about that upheaval. I've got some reaction from some of the players, both some frustration and some optimism as the current Florida roster reacts to their head coach being fired. But before I get into those specific comments, this is also where the coach you hire makes a big difference. Because I picture this, the chances of Jaden Ball and Dallas Wilson, and Trey Wilson, and DJ Lagway, the chances of all of them staying after they have a little sit down in Lane Kiffin's office versus the chances they stay if they have a sit down in, let's just say, Rhett Lashley's office or Alex Golesh from South Florida or some of the other quote unquote lesser names that you hear. In some ways, it might do, they may be more excited for the coach that's coming. Inevitably, you're always going to have some, here's what also happens as a player. You put it on you, right? You kind of put it on you because, if you'd played better and won games. But, guys, it's not on you. It's just not. This guy failed y'all so bad. I feel for those players. They play hard, and there's a lot of talent there. Completely misused, mismanaged. The play calling's been terrible, and so the Gators have fired him. Here are some of the prospects. A receiver commit, Tremont Collins, honestly doesn't really affect the commitment. I'm still open to other schools like Auburn, Vandy, Ole Miss. I'm just waiting to see what happens next. Just a bunch of them, some of the future commits that are weighing in, and they say, some say go Gators. Some I'm looking forward to playing for Coach. I was looking forward to playing for Coach Napier. I appreciate him offering me after my freshman year. I'm still committed to Florida, and I want to talk to my, advisors about the next steps. That's what's going to happen. People will take a relook. That's also why it can be important, especially from the recruiting standpoint, to at least name a guy or have a guy that players, when they sign on the dotted line, know they're going to come play for. You'd like to think that players commit to schools, but it's not realistic. They develop ties. It's not always the head coach. It's their position coach that they really bond with. As for some of the current, we've got new IT here, and it's keeping me from going to some stuff that I normally go to. But look, guys understand they're going to take a wait and see, and I think the wait and see is certainly going to be affected by who it is that the C is. Who are we going to see? Again, future and deeper conversation with Chris Doring coming up on that. All right, so we said yesterday that Doug Martin, muscle hamster, died at the age of 36. We didn't have many details. Well, some are starting to trickle out. We now learn that the former All-Pro of the Bucs died in police custody after an incident at a residence in Oakland. Police are confirming. Police reported that officers responded to a call about a break-in just after 4:15 in the morning on Saturday. There they encountered Martin. According to a statement, prior to his death, Martin was involved in a break-in at a residence in Oakland. That's from the Oakland Police Department. While responding, officers were attempting to detain him. A struggle occurred. After being taken into custody, Martin became unresponsive. Paramedics responded to the scene, provided medical aid, transported Martin to a local hospital where he later passed at the age of 36. Athletes First represent Martin. They issued a statement on Monday night that he had been, quote, battling mental health challenges that profoundly impacted his personal and professional life. So, who with that being the case, who knows the circumstance and the situation itself and how it played out. They do want to clarify the circumstances of his death, and through the spokesman saying that's where his family is looking right now. Doug's parents actively seeking. Okay. Doug's parents were actively seeking medical assistance for Martin and had contacted local authorities for support. Feeling overwhelmed and disoriented, Doug fled his home during the night and entered a neighbor's residence 2 doors down, where he was taken into custody by police. An investigation of what transpired as he was detained is now what we'll find out, and it's just completely belies what his on-field demeanor and personality was. He was a Buccaneers fan favorite, selected one of the top 50 players in franchise history in their 50th anniversary celebration. 5'9" and a bruiser, went by the muscle hamster. Got a World Series matchup that's now set, and a football fix when we return. You're listening to The Drill. It's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
This is your VSIN Action Update, brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Orlando Magic open up the NBA season tomorrow at Kia Center, laying 8.5 against the Heat, 214.5 the total. Game 1 of the World Series on Friday. Dodgers another 4-9 favorite against the Blue Jays, plus 122, 7.5 under the total. Dodgers to sweep is 6-1. Odds for the Blue Jays to sweep, a long shot at 20-1. College football Saturday, Miami 30.5-point home favorites with Stanford at Hard Rock Stadium. Florida State off until they host Wake Forest November the 1st. Seminoles 0-4. They've lost 4 straight. FSU says they'll not make a decision on Mike Norvell at the end of the season. Progressive helping veterans drive their lives forward. More info, keystoprogress.com. With your action update, Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
Hey friends, Frank Frangie here. You know me. I don't mess around when it comes to taking care of business. Well, if your plumbing or AC company is giving you excuses, it's time to make a trade. Call the pros at Duck Duck Rooter. They're the trusted partner for some of the biggest commercial names in Northeast Florida. Their office team keeps billing smooth, and their field techs show up ready to fix the problem, fast and right. Bring in the starters with Duck Duck Rooter, a proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Call 904-862-6769. 904-862-6769. Tell them Frank sent you.
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval Sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duval Sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars. A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to our website, CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
Hop in, I'm driving. I'm Lauren Brooks, and I'm behind the wheel as we cruise down Lawrence Lane in search of the day's most talked about sports stories. Driven by Mazda at the Avenues, 2 to 4 weekdays on 1010XL.
It's the fall savings event going on now at Renewal by Anderson. Upgrading your home has never been easier. Get 20% off replacement windows and patio doors. Plus, no money down, no payments, and no interest for 12 months. This offer expires October 31st. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
Aren't you just happy when you can handle all your needs in one location? Well, introducing Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. Whether it's home, life, business, or auto, Mandy covers it all. In fact, bundling policy is a great way to add extra savings. Mandy and her crew can do that. Allstate is offering lower auto insurance rates this year. Mandy can do that. You need to give Mandy Bowers a call in her Mandarin office, because when it comes to getting it all done under one roof, Mandy can do that.
Garrett Scantling here, and once again, thanks to Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, I'm back to training for the 2028 Olympics in LA. My torn hip labrum issue is resolved thanks to Dr. Doward, and Dr. Acevedo keeps my feet healthy too. Training and competing, that's what it's all about for me. And Southeast Orthopedic Specialists has me in top condition.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Hi, I'm Amber Frangie. You know that other Frangie? Well, he's my dad. But I'm here to tell you about how much I appreciate the Awaken 180 weight loss program and how it's changed my life. Like a lot of folks, I let myself go a little. Not proud of that, but it happens. And I wasn't sure what to do. I've tried a lot of other weight loss programs, but they just didn't work. Not like Awaken 180. Can you believe I've lost 70 pounds in less than 4 months? With Awaken 180, there's no medication, no shots, and no side effects. And best of all, really fast results. You eat the food that's provided, and it's really good food. You work with a coach on a regular basis who guides you through the whole process. I'm never hungry. In fact, I never feel like I'm sacrificing anything. Just living a totally normal life. That's my new normal. And now, in October, they're offering free consultations. So there's no reason not to call them and learn more. Call them at 844-346-1800, or you can visit awaken180.com. It really has changed my life, and I bet it'll change yours too. That's Awaken 180.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
And now! Oh, man, we got some fighting words. You see your boy Russ in his book? Oh. Yeah. Called LeBron fake.
Yeah.
I saw Russ sign for his 38th year in the league with somebody. Sacramento, maybe. Somebody out west. But that's not what we're back with. I've got an alarming Shazam Spotlight coming up in just a second. But first, I'll give you the tale of the tape. World Series is set. Boy, that George Springer has been a postseason superstar. He hit another postseason homer. We went through this list the other day. He's top 5, I think, in postseason home runs. Was that like 23 or 24 maybe? Hit a go-ahead, ultimate game-winning 3-run homer in the bottom of the 7th. And the Blue Jays, who will have home field advantage. Now, I've got the tail of the tape in your World Series, which gets started... Is it Friday, maybe? I think Friday the World Series begins. Certainly we'll update you on that. So the Blue Jays won 94 games this year. The Dodgers won 93. The Dodgers have been dang near unbeatable in the postseason, while the Blue Jays just went 7 to beat the Mariners. Toronto led Major League Baseball with a .267 batting average. They've scored the most runs and hit the most home runs this postseason. Dodgers have Shohei. Another 55 homers, Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman. But at least at the top, the Jays counter. Springer, Vlad Guerrero has had a terrific postseason. He's an MVP-level player, and this Ernie Clement, who has really delivered, especially clutch here in the postseason. The pitching, big, huge, tremendous, unovercomable advantage for the Dodgers. That's why the Dodgers win the series in, 4 or 5, maybe 6 games. Snell and Yamamoto and Glasnow and Shohei Ohtani's now going. And, I mean, the Blue Jays are, Bassett and Gausman and Scherzer. Yeah. The two teams did meet this year head-to-head. The Dodgers won 2 out of 3 in their regular season series in August. And I should point out, August is not exactly when the Dodgers were playing their best baseball of the year. Home field advantage does belong to Toronto. Games 1 and 2 in Toronto, then out to L.A. for games 3, 4, and 5. All right, I got a Shazam Spotlight, and it's not a fun one at all. But a reality of just how incompetent the Jags have been in the past game and what now can only be described as a liability that our number one receiver has become. When you lead the NFL in drop passes, you're not a number one receiver having a bad year. You're a liability. You're a liability. You know, Brian Thomas Jr. has more drops than more than half the league's teams. Yeah. More than half the league's teams. Thomas is up to 9 drop passes now. That's most in the NFL. But, I mean, that's just where the fun starts. The Jags also have 2 guys tied for 11th in drop passes, 3 apiece for De'Ami Brown and Parker Washington. So, I mean, there are 3 of your top options. That's 9. That's 15 drop passes just from those guys alone. The Jags are up to like 24 5 or 6 now as a team, which is also the most in the NFL. But Brian Thomas with 9. By the time you get to 5th worst, the number's 4. So he's got twice as many drops as the guy who's number 4 in drops. In this case, Davante Adams has 4 drops. Brian Thomas Jr. has 9. On the other side, Davante Adams has 6 touchdowns, and Brian Thomas has 1. Yeah, it's liability time when it comes to our number 1 receiver. He's a liability. Numerous times this year in critical situations, we've gone to Brian Thomas Jr., and he's dropped the football. It's happened 2 or 3 games. Games that they lost that, who knows, perhaps would have gone differently. And I'm not talking about outrageous circus catches. I'm not talking about hanging onto the ball while your head gets, while you get decapitated. I'm talking about post routes and wide open over the middle throws. They got a big time passing game problem right now. You got a quarterback who's sketchy to begin with, and you got 15 drops among your top 3 guys, or Travis Hunter, who's not on the list, thankfully. It only goes down to my list here only goes down to 25. So that's as far, and it's all tied. And from 11 to 25, there's a bunch of dudes with 3. And by the way, you can have 3 if you're Amon-Ra St. Brown, if you're Davante Adams, if you're Chris Olave, and you got 440 yards receiving to go with it and 3 touchdowns. If you're Emeka Egbuka and you have 3 drops, well, okay, I got 527 receiving yards and 5 scores. We're not getting that side of it either. Man, our man Calvin really still loves to drop that football, though, doesn't he? He's always up there on that list, too. He is T5 with 4 at this point. All right, fire up the anyway, there's a Shazam spotlight that doesn't sit well on the stomach. Brian Thomas Jr. alone with 9 drops has more drops than more than half the teams in the league. He has more than half the teams in the league as a team have fewer drop passes than our number 1 receiver has alone. All right, fire up the band. We got a football fix. Monday Night Football last night. Man, I will say this heading into the bye. Feel a little bit better about just what the competition on the other side is going to be when it comes to the ferocity of a defensive line. It looks like the Seahawks and Rams may be the 2 most physical, dominant defensive lines in football. The Seahawks did to the Texans what they did to us a week ago, and they just dominated them on the line of scrimmage. So another loss for Houston. They fall to 2-4. And the Lions, who played a tough schedule, are finding their groove. They lost both coordinators. That offense was look, it did bog down a bit. They only scored 24, but a huge night for Jahmyr Gibbs. He had 83 yards receiving, over 120 rushing, couple touchdowns. Tampa Baker was a rough night for Baker Mayfield, whose MVP campaign certainly hit a little blip. Just put it that way. By the way, in that Bucs game, the injury-ravaged receiving unit down there gets more bad news. Mike Evans comes back from the hamstring injury, and he breaks his collarbone. So that's a 6 to 8 week injury. So I suppose now you get him back for the postseason. But, man, Godwin still hasn't returned with any consistency. You've got Evans banged up. Jalen McMillan, who was great last year, still on the IR from the beginning of the season. So there's a lot there. It looks like Brandon Graham is finalizing a deal to rejoin the Eagles. He's coming out of retirement. He's the longest tenured player in franchise history and will now come back for a 16th season. This comes after Zadarius Smith suddenly retired last week. The Eagles are not getting to the quarterback like they have in years past because Smith led them in sacks, and he only has a sack and a half. It looks like Lamar Jackson's still going to be out as the Ravens return from their bye. Any of this talk about the Ravens still being a playoff team, I think everyone was considering, all right, he'll miss a game or 2, they'll have a bye week, and Lamar will be back. We're not doing that, right? I mean, that's if Lamar doesn't play, we don't think the Ravens are. I'm on record. They're not going to be a playoff team anyway. All right, the Broncos, Dre Greenlaw suspended 1 game for conduct toward a ref. You go get him, Dre. He chased after referee Brad Allen and verbally threatened him as he tried to leave the field. Good for Dre, I'll pay it. Good for you. That's Football Fix. You're welcome. Hick and Arrival more here. Come your way next. The Fix, brought to you by the Home Course, Joint Creek Golf Club, and All-State agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin Home Life Business Auto. That's the playbook we call the bundle. Back with more next on a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Choose your social channel. Twitter at 1010XL. Facebook at 1010XL. Instagram at 1010XL. TikTok at 1010XL. YouTube at 1010XL. 1010XL is there.
Hey, gang, it's football season, and I don't know a bunch about chips and dip, but I know this. If you got chips, and you need dip, and if you need dip, let me tell you the dip for your chips. It's Daisy French Onion Dip. You'll love the new Daisy French Onion Dip and a Daisy Ranch Dip as well. Game changers. These are delicious as homemade dip, made with real herbs and spices and other ingredients you'd find in your own kitchen. You've got to try the dip of deliciousness. Look for Daisy French Onion Dip at a grocery store near you.
Checkmate Coatings. Your floor's missing piece.
Yo, Jacksonville, Hickens Hype. Checkmate Coatings crushes it with floors I'd put in my own pad.
I'm Brendan with Checkmate Coatings. We coat it all. Garages, pool decks, driveways, and patios. Be the envy of your neighbors.
Rush to checkmatecoatings.com. Checkmate Coatings, your floor's missing piece.
Checkmate Coatings. Your floor's missing piece.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Greenlaw Group is for the insured. If you think you have roof damage, call 904-302-7055 today, and they will schedule you a free roof inspection. Trust their law firm to help you fight your insurance when you need it. These storms can cause damage you may not even see yet. Call Greenlaw Group 302-7055. There's no cost to retain their law firm and no cost to have your roof inspected. They only get paid if you win. Greenlaw Group, for the insured.
Expert Automotive on St. John's Bluff Road has some of the highest Google reviews in Jax for a reason. Expert Auto never sells greed, only what you need. All makes and models are serviced at Expert Automotive. This month, get an alignment inspection for only $19.99. Expert Auto does major engine and transmission repair and simple maintenance. All services done at Expert Auto by our ASC certified training technicians. Call today, 374-3373, and ask about $50 off any service. Expert Automotive. We never sell greed, only what you need.
Hey, it's Travis from Cannons of Jax. When you need a trailer hitch, gooseneck, or RV towing options, call us at Cannons. We've been doing it for 55 years, and customer service is our #1 priority. Visit cannonsofjax.com.
Now, the Randy Marion Cadillac Drive of the Game. Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville. Drive to the game in luxury with Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville.
The good guys stayed strong and together at their home away from home, and that fight would pay off. In the fourth quarter, Trevor Lawrence would lead the Young Guns on a 5-play, 80-yard drive, capped off by a Travis Hunter touchdown with 9:06 left in regulation. The 2-minute drive is your Randy Marion Cadillac Drive of the Game.
This is Jennifer Marion at Randy Marion Cadillac, Southside Boulevard in Jacksonville, and now's the time to drive away in luxury.
That's right, Jennifer. The $7,500 tax credit ends this month. It's your last month to take advantage of this incredible opportunity.
At Randy Marion Cadillac, drive the all-new electric Optique, Lyric, and Vistique. They are all in stock and ready to drive today.
See all of our inventory at Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville.com or visit us on Southside Boulevard, Jacksonville.
And don't forget, tell them Jennifer sent you.
October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and Ackerman Cancer Center offers women's health, diagnostic, and screening services, including contract-enhanced mammography and total body MRI. Early detection is the key. Visit AckermanCancerCenter.com.
Hey, this is Lauren Brooks. I love Hello Smooth Med Spa, my go-to for skin health and beauty. Their biggest event of the year is November 19th, National Botox Day. Huge deals, local vendors, and it benefits Make-A-Wish. Don't miss it. Visit HelloSmooth.com for more details.
Game days aren't the only win happening in the 904. Best of Bold City named 904 Gutters with a Z the #1 seamless gutter company in Duval. Like the team's whole line protects their QB. Call the winning team at 904 Gutters with a Z to protect your home from the rain.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Dugout Plumbing and Septic Services. Jaguars have battled kicking woes this season, but head coach Liam Coen still backs second-year kicker Cam Little, standing by him on Monday. Or in Gainesville, Florida AD Scott Strickland addressed Billy Napier's dismissal.
At a meeting with Coach Napier, the decision to make a change in the head coaching position, not an easy decision. Anytime you make those kind of decisions.
That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
It's 60 degrees at 7:04. Your time and your tip is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
Are you going?
She told, check it out, this is what she said. She said, oh. She said she wants some Marvin Gaye, some Luther Vandross, a little Anita, but let me set this party alright.
You know it! Yes, sir! I hate to come in guns blazing for the second straight day. I feel like I must. I feel like I got to set.
Thank you to my dealer for bringing me some of the blue crystal. I needed that bad.
I feel like I got to set the record straight. I see this big trophy here with our guy E, though, so I'm excited to hear that
Victory
story.
formation for him.
Be careful how you talk to the champ.
He led him to the victory.
The champ is here. The champ is here.
Boom, boom, boom.
The champ is here. Congratulations. That's a golfing trophy. Golfing. That's very nice. But I feel like, I want to get to that, but I feel like I've got to set the record straight with these. I don't know what's wrong with, I mean, again.
What's wrong?
It's just, I love fandom. I do. The Ole Miss people. I love you, Ole Miss. I do. I love you, Catlin. I mean,
it's a Catlin
Tuesday. I'm sorry, Catlin.
I think he's mad at us. I haven't heard from him in a while.
He is mad. He's mad at me.
Yeah.
But and he's going to be even madder here in a second.
Yeah. CTA today, Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. He's coming hard. Close your eyes, Keith.
Close your eyes.
And your ears.
Close your eyes. And look, Ole Miss and Florida are fine. Ole Miss is a better football team than Florida right now.
Oh, yeah.
The reason why they're a better football team is because they have a really good coach. Okay? I don't know if he's coming or not. I think he is. I'm willing to guess that he is. But all the people who sit there, and these are some people apparently are supposed to know what they're talking about because they're on media. And their only job is college football.
Okay, what's wrong?
But I got this guy, Tom Guggenbill.
No, he's not a Guggen.
He's not.
Tom Lugan? Yeah, I've seen him before.
Loogie Bill.
He was at one point. He was like a high school recruiting guy,
and that's what he still is because he sucks.
Oh no, Tom.
Because sorry, Junie Bug.
Luganbill has been. Been on the show with us before. You know that.
Well, never again.
Okay, all right.
You have
Trapasso bad?
Yes, worse. You have a responsibility if you're – listen, you Googans out there want to slap stuff down on Twitter, attack, say what you want. You go right ahead. You know, you're not media. If you're media, you have a responsibility.
Okay.
All right.
That's fair. That's a difference. And
all right, you have a little bit of responsibility. You can't just say anything. Now, you can say, hey, look, like the other day I said, look, I'm hearing from my guys. I've not confirmed this yet that Billy Napier is out. Okay? I put it down. But I didn't say I know. This idiot, and by the way, he said, I don't want the Florida job. Why would you want the Florida job? He goes, they haven't had a good coach. And then he said this. And
Tom Luganbill. Again, we're
Tom
talking
Luganbill.
Tom.
This is all he does is college football. Okay?
Right.
He's not like us where we talk all sports.
That's correct.
He's not like...
We have a wide, vast array.
He's like a political reporter who only has to cover politics. He's like Kirk Herbstreit.
He's like a weatherman. You do weather.
You do weather.
Correct.
Tom Luganville
Okay.
only does college football. A very
It looks
narrow
like we're
road.
in two different studios up there. It's like I'm over in this, like almost like we're in two different locations.
Okay. A very narrow road says, well, Florida fired Urban Meyer after an 8-5 season.
Well, that's not true. He said that?
He said that. He should be fired for that idiotic statement.
Yeah, that's silly.
I mean, that's about the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Did he?
I mean, that is like...
Did he misspeak and correct
He
himself?
didn't correct himself.
He hasn't since. Obviously, Gator.
So
fan
now
must
I'm not even gonna worry about that because everybody knows. I retweeted it, but I'm just gonna tell you. We got Doring coming up, so we'll talk to him as well. I'm just gonna tell you a couple reasons. 7:35. I'm just gonna tell you a couple reasons why. Florida is a little bit bigger boy than Ole Miss, and I say with all due respect, Ole Miss is a better football team. They're not a better football program. Let me ask you something, Jeff.
Okay.
From a standpoint of this, how many SEC championship games that started in 1992, it started in 1992, 02, 12, 22, 33 years. How many have Ole Miss been to?
That's checks note 0.
Did you hear that, E?
Never been to one.
Okay, E,
there aren't very many programs.
You're an arbitrator here because
them, Kentucky, and Vandy are the only three, I think.
You got a little hatred.
A&M maybe.
You got a little hatred for Florida, so
a little bit.
So you tell me, Ole Miss has been to none. Florida's been, I'll just say, multiples.
Okay.
I think 12.
Did you hear that?
I heard it.
All right.
Still the second most to Bama.
How many? Florida plays in a facility called the Swamp.
BHG.
Thank you. It seats roughly 90,000 people. They've sold it out 17 straight times for an inept coach. Ole Miss plays at beautiful Vaught Hemingway Stadium.
The Grove.
The Grove. 2 weeks ago, the number 5 Rebels walked into that stadium. Number 5 in the country, undefeated. Big game, empty seats in a 60,000-seat stadium. Okay? Does that help with fan passion checkbox?
Yeah, it does.
Do I need to go on with that one, or have I cleared that up?
You good.
All right. The University of Florida athletics department has this little logo on it, okay? It's a logo that I don't know, any sports fan would know, okay? E, do you want to tell people what the logo is?
Jumpman.
It's called the Jumpman. All right?
Jordan brand.
There's like very few programs in the country that have that moniker. Ole Miss has the Dump Man. I'm kidding.
I don't know what that is, but
dang.
It's a guy sitting there taking a poop.
Oh, gosh. Well,
Dump Man. I kid because I can.
SEC title game appearances, Bama 15, Florida 13, Georgia 12. SEC title game wins, Bama 11, Florida 7, Georgia 5.
Natty championships since 1964. How many does Ole Miss have?
Did they win in 63?
Yes.
Well, let's give them the one.
I think they've won one.
Yeah.
All right. That's a long time ago.
Well, it's just 60 years. I mean,
yeah,
that's
my age.
Three generations.
Florida's won 3. Okay. I can do the NFL players. I can do the All-Americans. I can do the Heisman Trophy winners. I get it, man. But don't sit there and try and tell me what do I had to do this last night with our news anchor, and I obliterated him. Do you want me to do I can do the financial numbers too if you want. I can do what the programs are worth, what they're valued at, all I'm saying is if you want to step into the big time. Now, right now, again, hear me out, because some of you won't hear this part. Gator. Right now, Ole Miss is a better football team than Florida, and has been since Lane Kiffin's been there. He's won 10 games 3 times. If Lane Kiffin's happy with that situation, Ole Miss handled the NIL better than Florida. But if Lane Kiffin comes to Florida, I will tell you all, watch out. That's all. Okay?
I would think.
Is that
at least make them date?
Is that so hard to understand?
Put him in the 10-game category where he could at least be what they were coming to Gainesville.
Ole Miss, you have never been to an SEC championship game. Stop. I mean, that's
well, Ole Miss fan doesn't have to stop, but a guy like Luganville, some of these guys that are, I mean, come on, man. Well, that's the age of immediacy where we think today is.
Catlin has responded.
Has he?
Yeah.
Yes,
When he doesn't come to Florida, it's going to be good.
If he doesn't come
That's
to Florida,
fine.
yeah.
We'll go on to the next guy.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we'll get the right guy. We like Lane Kiffin a lot. We want Lane Kiffin to come to Florida. I make no bones about
Pretty
it.
overwhelming.
Yeah, he's the choice of everyone.
Yeah, if you did a poll, right, and you put the four guys.
Did you say poll?
80%.
Did he say poll?
He said poll.
He hit the Dreamfinders poll question thing, please. Oh, that's right. We don't have one. It's just me. Our Dreamfinders Homes poll question of the day, brought to you by our friends at Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Florida Gators, the Jacksonville Jaguars, and the PGA Tour. Right now, go to dreamfindershomes.com. You can get great interest packages, different locations, 15 of them, I think.
15 of them things?
Yeah, just like Taylor Swift's ex-boyfriend.
That's right.
Only one Catlin truck accessories. That's all you need.
We counted them up. Dreamfindershomes.com for all your information.
Okay.
Tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you.
DFD.
Our Dreamfinders Homes poll question of the day: who will be the coach at FSU in 2026? When they run out of the tunnel for the first time, who's going to lead them out? I've given you 4 names, ladies and gentlemen. 1, Mike Norvell.
The current
2,
coach.
James Franklin. 3, Alex Golesh. Or 4, Deion Sanders.
Ooh, they need to go get Deion, don't they?
Those are the 4 choices.
Deion still ticked at FSU. Aren't they not on the best terms?
Yeah, I think he's still upset with
you
them.
tie them together. Deion, by the way, let's be fair. He hasn't done anything at Colorado.
All right. I just threw 4 names out there. I'm just
curious.
curious.
No, but that was intriguing. I hadn't thought about him. He's kind
Mike
of been
Norvell, James Franklin, Alex Golesh, or Deion
I think
Sanders.
FSU is
next year.
Is going to be
September 2026.
Too miserly to eat that 50-something million they have to pay him. So
upwards of 100, they say.
Upwards of 100.
Well, when you get the contracts of the coaches, they just
I
signed
would say it's no. Although it depends on what he does the rest of the year. Right now, I got to think they'll win some more games, and it'll be this year or bust. So I would say Norvell. And if I was an FSU fan, I would feel a lot like I felt like as a Gator fan the last couple of years, knowing we're sending a guy out to battle who's not near good enough.
What saith you?
I like that, Deion. I like that.
Is that who you think it will be?
No,
it's not who do you want to be.
It won't be.
Who do you think it will be?
I think it'll probably be Norvell.
Yeah.
It's too much money, man.
Yeah.
400 votes are in. Mike Norvell, the leader, 45.3. Deion, 26.4. James Franklin, 19.4. Alex Golesh, 8.9. Alex Golesh has done a great job at USF.
Yeah, Franklin would be a good pick for FSU.
I think it'd be a great pick.
Yeah, be a good pick for them.
I think it'd be a great pick.
I'm among the minority of Gator Nation that I wouldn't lose my mind if they hired James Franklin. He wouldn't be my top choice.
No.
But as you go down the list, I would prefer him to Golesh. I would prefer
You would?
him. Yes.
Okay.
100%. I no longer trust lower level coaches stepping up. I had it with McElwain and Norvell and Napier. I'm done with that, man.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to go get me a Power 4 coach who's successful. Like all the other ones are doing, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
They're getting power. LSU, they need a coach. They'll get a current successful one at the time in Brian Kelly. That happens. Look, Alabama, they go get a guy who just went.
One more note for Big Brother, Little Brother. And I'll just do it just real quick because I have it here in front of me.
Oh, no.
Athletic program revenue.
Mm-hmm.
Florida, $190 million. Ole Miss, $133 million. That's a $57 million variance. Our expenses, $174. Their expenses, $139, which means gross profit, $16 million for Florida, -5 for Ole Miss. Value, $1 billion for Florida. Valuation, Ole Miss, $591 million.
I don't think anyone really is arguing that Ole Miss and Florida on the same.
Oh, yes, they are.
Yes, they are. Even the who can you count ons wouldn't argue that Florida's not
who can you count on's got brains in their head.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean,
well then, yeah,
and love their school, which they should. And
I don't
and
think
that part
any-
is fine.
I bet
and want desperately for Lane to love them back, and he might.
Do you think any good hardcore fan in the SEC, from Texas A&M to LSU to South Carolina, do you think any of them?
Tom Luganville is a credible.
He's saying Auburn.
Tim Brando does college football.
Ole Miss is a better
He
job
said-
than Florida.
Tim Brando came out and said Florida's a toxic program. he's speaking Scott Strickland's words right out of his mouth, I think, because he's buddies with Scott, and he also was on record, and I think he's just doing this because he's trying to save his own credibility. And look, how many times have I been wrong in this program? More than I can even count. At least 3 in 30 years I've been wrong. At least 3 times.
Yeah, at least. No more, though.
No more than 3.
No more than 3.
No more than 3 times. Anyway, we're just warming up. We got a lot to do today.
Yeah, we'll get more.
Came out guns blazing, man. I'm sorry.
We'll get more into the.
I'm frustrated, Jeff.
We'll get more into the Gator thing with Chris Doring coming up 7:35.
Okay.
When we come back on the other side, can you take any solace and optimism out of the fact now that we can really digest what we've seen the last 2 weeks? I don't think the Jags will have it any worse than they had against the Seahawks and the Rams. Those two teams were just absolute monsters on the D-line. They're going to lead the league in sacks and pressures and hits and everything else. So for an O-line and an offense that needs to get better and get humming, it'll be nice to have those two in the rearview mirror. I mean,
yeah,
and Seattle did it. They did the same thing to C.J. Stroud, last night that they did to the Jaguars a week ago. The exact same thing. Just killed him all night long, and the numbers showed, and the result was the same as well. And it never feels bad watching the Texans fall to 2-4.
They're not very good. I watched about the first half, man. It was not pretty.
Sketchy, yeah. Yeah, for sure. Really, it was a rough night for quarterbacks in general. A bunch of Trevor Lawrence nights last night, except for Goff.
Yeah.
The rest of them are, 60, 70 passer rating.
Baker was ticked after the game. He gave it to an official. It was great.
Yeah, Dre Greenlaw gets a game for going after an official. I'm all for him. I say we should go fund that thing.
All right, let's go.
Back with more on the Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday, at least for one more week.
Downtime with Dan is serviced by the local family-owned company for home comfort and your statewide mechanical partner for the biggest projects, Lloyd's Heating and Air.
It's all about perspective in college football. It really is. And when you look at all these job openings, and you love the debates, which are fun, by the way, like, if you rank the current openings, is it Penn State, is it Florida? Where does Arkansas fall? Oklahoma State, Virginia Tech, UCLA, Stanford. But it's all about perspective. Like I said, USC went and spent a ton of money to bring in Lincoln Riley. A ton of money, right? And through 47 games, Lincoln Riley is 31-16. Okay, 31-16. That ain't good enough for USC, by the way. They want Pete Carroll again. They want that run. That's what they're looking for. Just, in fact, to put it in perspective, Lincoln Riley 31-16. The guy he replaced was 32-15, or one game better, and he got fired. That was Clay Helton. Clay Helton didn't have Lincoln Riley's resume, though. Hence, again, perspective.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. A great season often depends on keeping your best players on the field.
Let me know if he's ever going to play football again, or do I need to find me another wide receiver?
Listen for the personal injury attorneys Farah and Farah Injury Update.
Jacksonville.
Come on, you can't play without me. On 1010XL.
Tired of roofers who never answer the phone and just use AI?
I'm Morgan Conley, the People's Roofer. I answer every call. No robots, no runaround. I'm born here, built here, staying here. Visit MorganConleyRoofing.org.
Hey, Hicken here. Tired of glasses or contacts? Discover customized vision solutions at Bowden & Associates. Dr. Bowden's team offers cutting-edge options like implantable Collamer lenses, refractive lens exchange, and classic LASIK. It's designed to fit your life. Picture-perfect vision for reading, driving, or just enjoying the day, man. It's easier than you think. Call now and get that free screening. They're Bowden & Associates. They're keeping the First Coast focused.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Scholar athletes prepare themselves to win at life.
1010XL and Southeast Orthopedic Specialists shine the spotlight on the Scholar Athlete of the Week. Wednesdays on The Frangie Show. Checked by
The Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local Union 234.
Hicken here for Zero Res. Are you scared of ghosts? course you're not. They aren't nearly as scary as some of the things that Zero Res sees in those air ducts. Ducks straight out of a horror film filled with spooky ducks. Gross dander, creepy cobwebs, which is why Zero Res is here to banish monsters hiding in your vents. Don't be afraid of ghosts. Be afraid of what's in your air ducts. Call Zero Res today and take advantage of our October special. Mention 1010XL. They're offering 15% off duct and dryer vent cleaning. Zero Res. Spell it forwards or backwards. It's the right way to clean.
Zero Res.
Bring your marketing to the next level with 3D Digital, your local video production and digital marketing agency that specializes in ensuring your brand story is seen, heard, and remembered. Our award-winning team creates professional content that will be launched across multiple platforms to precisely target your audience. Call us at 904-712-4004 or visit 3ddigital.com to define, design, and deliver exceptional results for your business.
When you need plumbing, septic, or air conditioning service, trust matters. That's why more homeowners in Jacksonville choose Duck Duck Rooter. From small plumbing repairs to major renovations, we do it all. Visit duckduckrooter.com. Duck Duck Rooter. When you're stuck, call the duck.
Hey, this is Lauren Brooks. With over 1,700 five-star Google reviews, it was a no-brainer to have Closets by Design help us get organized at home. They create custom storage for every space, lifestyle, and budget. From closets to garages to laundry rooms and more. Closets by Design will transform clutter into seamless organization. Call today to schedule a free in-home consultation and get 40% off plus an extra 15% off with free installation, but only until October 31st. 18-month financing is available. Call 904-878-9393 or visit closetsbydesign.com.
This is Jeff Middlecoff with Cogent Bank. My associate Ryan Salem and I joined Cogent Bank because we wanted to revolutionize the mortgage business, just like Cogent Bank has revolutionized the banking business. So Ryan Salem and I are able to leverage the power and stability of Cogent Bank to go out and find our clients the best investors, the best products, and the best rates in the entire country for your particular mortgage loan. Of course, you don't have to be a customer at Cogent Bank to take advantage of our mortgage services to buy or refinance your home. We offer jumbo loans, VA, FHA, conventional, and investment loans. At Cogent Bank, we offer mortgages nationwide, so we can help you with a second home or help a family member who lives or is moving to another state. Call Ryan Salem or myself, Jeff Middlecoff, at Cogent Bank today, 904-442-9191, to see how we can help you with any of your mortgage loan needs, whatever or wherever they may be.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, Cogent Bank, NMLS ID 402296, Ryan Salem, NMLS ID 1182429, Jeff Middlecoff, NMLS ID 249086.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focus, fueled, fearless, Farah. And now, let's light up the Firehouse Subs 10-minute drill.
Hit it! Yeah! Sports concepts and rationalizations. We call it the 10-minute drill. And the drill like to hand out a prize pack. He says it's razzle dazzle. E, what you got?
The razzle dazzle I got today is a pair of tickets to see Record Company live at the Ponte Vedra Concert Hall on November 7th. Tickets are on sale now on pvconcerthall.com, but one lucky winner could win a pair of tickets at the end of the 10-minute drill.
All right, so obviously yesterday we well chronicled what's going on with the Jags and all the Jacksonville Jaguar problems, and now you got to start to try to get things a little bit back into perspective and understand that in 2 weeks you'll go to Las Vegas with a 4-3 record and hopefully be able to find a way to, get a couple road wins. And then watching Houston last night, you're like, okay. I like that Detroit Lions team, though. I'll give them a shout-out. They played a bunch of backups in the defensive backfield last night, and they took care of the Bucs and Baker Mayfield. And Baker Mayfield been playing good football, but they did a real nice job on the Bucs offense, and were able to get the victory at home and improve to 5-2. And it was an important game for Detroit. You don't want to lose that game.
They've had a tough schedule.
Yeah, they really have.
They already played at Green Bay. They played at Kansas City. They've already played. I mean, the Bears are proven to be finding themselves, and they've scored 50 on them. And the offense is just getting better. They don't miss Ben Johnson. They weren't quite as point explosive yesterday, but they moved the ball, I think, for the most part.
Their defense was really
and that
good.
Jameer Gibbs is just fantastic, dude.
Yeah, he's good.
He's just
he
fantastic.
is, but you know what? Every time I look up, I like the other guy too. And
Montgomery?
they were saying last night that their fans are complaining about this guy doesn't get enough touches. Well, listen, you got Amon, you got Jameer Gibbs,
you got Jamison Williams.
You got a tight end who can play.
Yeah.
I mean,
they're loaded.
Every play you only got 60 plays, 70 plays, so only so many to get to. But An impressive win for the Lions as they improved to 5-2 on the season. And now, again, Vikings, Commanders, Eagles, Giants, Packers, Cowboys, Rams. They got a tough schedule, boy. They really
That's
do.
what's left.
They
Vikings
really
aren't any good.
Well, yeah.
I mean, depending if it's at home.
See how it goes.
But anytime you get into the division two, that can certainly make it a little bit different. I am beyond frustration with this computer and this mouse and the whole thing.
They make a, you go 15-2 and you get this schedule and you got to fight through it though. But they're fighting through it. 5-2 is great. 5-2 translates to 10-4. 10-4 gets you, in the postseason.
All right, so the Jags have given up 14 sacks the last 2 weeks. They have committed 20-some-odd penalties, double-digit penalties in back-to-back games. Their receiving core is just getting to the laughable stage, Hick. As a team, we got 8 or 9 more drops than the next guy. Brian Thomas Jr., our number one receiver, has 9 drops as defined by the stat sheet, which is more than half the teams in the league. There's so much wrong with his football team, but the one thing that I took from last night, and it's the same thing, and I don't know what it is, but I just feel like watching those offenses, like Detroit, I guess, the only one that was really humming. Mm-hmm. Why is Detroit? Why are their guys always 8 yards open? Is it because the receivers are so good? And do you even this? Why does the swing pass to Jahmyr Gibbs result in
because
a lot of open field?
The most impressive thing I saw last night was Penei Sewell sprinting down the field on that screenplay. I mean, that was incredible. Now,
but just to get to that point, you know what I'm saying, though? They don't throw it out there. There's not 3 guys waiting on him. Is that the quarterback is smarter to get him out of that call? Is it we just don't play it as well? It's just.
I heard Pete yesterday, and even Pete was bringing up the Trevor troubles and the struggles, and we've gone through it so many different ways and looked at it so many different times. But here's another example of, in a way that might make you think, okay, well, how much of it is him? How much of it, because a lot of the Trevor fans, and that's fine. I mean, look, we're all Trevor fans. We all want Trevor to be good. But a lot of the ones who I think go overboard in defending him, and will say, oh, he's 3 different coaches, 3 years. And then I thought about, and as I was watching Drake May play the other day, and I was thinking, oh, listen, there's Drake May, another different coach, different coordinator, 22-24 instead of Patriots record or whatever. And then and then that made me think about this. Gosh, is anybody more perfect for a job? He failed at every single job but one, but he's had a wonderful career. Josh McDaniels
is good there.
Should sign a lifetime. I'm the New England Patriots offensive coordinator, no matter who the coach is. That guy is great as a New England Patriots offensive coordinator, but everything else not so good, not so much.
Yeah,
it's kind of weird.
There are a lot of moving pieces. I mean, you'd have to try awful hard to disagree with Trevor needs to improve. Anybody.
Yeah.
There is certain people disperse the reasons different than others. And at the end of the day, the NFL timeline doesn't allow for reasons. But
the one thing I can't get past, though, Pross, is it's like, guys, he was brought in to be our Joe Burrow. He was brought in to be our Lamar Jackson. He was brought in to be our Josh Allen. That's who every single one of us thought we were getting. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
Okay. Is he those guys? No.
Ooh.
We know that. He's not those guys. Year 5, game 7, he's not those guys. I don't know that he ever will be. Okay,
we'll see. It's hard to keep the.
I don't think
you don't have to. And there's also this.
He can't be because look,
those guys
even if you go to the Baker Mayfields and the Sam Darnolds, they're not those guys.
Not right. That's fair.
So it's
those are the best. Those are Hall of Famers.
Yeah, but that's what we thought we were getting.
No.
That's what we thought we were getting.
That's okay.
That's what we all thought we were getting. This was a what's the word they used when they brought him in?
Generational.
Thank you. Generational talent. Generational talent, and he's not that for a variety of reasons, of which all of us who are fans of the program, of the Jaguar program, are trying to identify. And there are multiple reasons why. But he is not a generational talent. And he's not going to be.
Let me unplug your mouse for a second so I can pull up this stat real quick, and then I'll just give it to me. Then I'll throw this away or try and come up with something in the break that I can use my playbook. I feel like the Jaguars and 48 penalties, but let me.
Well, actually, we'll take a break because
I want to drop this in.
we got Doring coming up here. We're over. Okay.
This isn't going to work either. So It's the computer.
All right.
There we go. Super. There was a stat. I don't have it in front of me. And again, this is just there's dispersal of reasons. But did you see the stat on social media? Apparently, it's from not a Trevor-friendly site. I say this because of some of the reactions to the stat. But it was on the text line. Maybe you can pull up the exact numbers. But 37% of Trevor Lawrence's incompletions aren't his fault. Whatever the stat is, I'm not looking at it is. It's either catchable ball or drop. 37%. Next on the list is Flacco at 19%. And third on the list is some dude with 14%. And if you go 37% of the incompletions, just take half of that.
Yeah.
And the stats look a whole lot different. Yeah. And listen, drops are a part of the game.
Yeah.
But your number one receiver having more drops than half the league is not. That is not helping your quarterback get any momentum going, at least, right?
No doubt about
that. For sure. Anyway, let's come back with Doring, his thoughts on the Gator search, and more next. I didn't realize it was 35.
The DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
This is Jaguar Hall of Famer Tony Baselli telling you about Heritage of North Florida, Jacksonville's premier roofing and home remodeling company. With over 25 years of trusted experience, Heritage of North Florida has built a reputation for quality, reliability, and craftsmanship. Whether you need a new roof or updating your kitchen or bathroom, trust the pros at Heritage of North Florida to create the perfect place to call home. Mention Jaguars to get $1,500 off your next roof or kitchen remodel when you go to heritagenfl.com. Go Jags.
Hey, Scarline here. If you're shopping for a new ride, you've got to check out Atlantic Infinity. Not only do you get a luxury vehicle, you also get the Atlantic Infinity Promise Free with every new car. That's almost $2,500 in added value just for buying smarter, and you don't have to sweat it out on the lot. Shop in their indoor, climate-controlled showrooms. It's cool, comfortable, hassle-free. They're on Atlantic near St. John's Bluff, or browse anytime at AtlanticInfinity.com.
If a storm impacts our area, JEA is ready to respond. Our team of over 2,000 employees is prepared to move in when the storm moves on. Once restoration efforts begin, we won't stop until everyone is back online. And we'll keep you informed with real-time updates at JEA.com and the MyJEA app. We're ready for storm season and want you to be too. Visit JEA.com/storm to learn what you can do now to prepare.
It's the event everyone waits for. Now at Beard's Diamonds. Buy one, get one free on all wedding bands. Now for a limited time, when you buy his wedding band, get hers free. Buy hers, get his free. Save up to $10,000. Are you about to get married or been married for years thinking it's time for an upgrade? There's nothing that symbolizes your love more than the wedding band. Beard's has hundreds and hundreds of bands from top designers in white gold, yellow gold, rose gold, titanium, platinum, plain bands, channel set bands, pave set, eternity bands. And for men, masculine bands, wide, modern, with and without diamonds, hammered, brushed, engraved, lots of colors. Come to Beard's now and find the wedding band that reflects your style and your personality. Buy one, get the second one free. The big box corporate jewelry stores can't or won't do this, but Beard's can. And it's happening now through October 26th. Buy one wedding band, get the second one free. Don't miss this opportunity to celebrate your eternal love with the eternal symbol. Beard's Diamonds at St. John's Town Center.
Hey, Hickett here from my friends at Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. You and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right, this is why it's so good. Get you paid. Yeah, don't miss any of the excitement this season on Prize Picks. Listen, it's easy to play. You pick more, you pick less on 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 player stat projections. You get your picks right, you cash in, and you don't have to get them all right. Prize Picks invented the flex play, which means you can still cash out even if your lineup isn't perfect. You can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. Download the app today. Use code 1010XL to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code 1010XL, $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Now, another great guest on the Checkmate Coatings phone line. Hello. Your floor's missing piece. Now, wide receiver for the head ball coach. 2,000 yards, 31 touchdowns. SEC Network analyst, number 28, Captain Doe, Chris Doring. Protected by Farrah & Farrah, the official personal injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
All right, but before we get started, I just feel I got full disclosure here. Chris, I know that Tom Luganville falls under that ESPN umbrella sometimes. So, and due to SEC Network, maybe y'all cross paths. Don't ever let Dan Hicken and Tom Luganville in the same room moving forward, or we're going to, it'll go viral. Let's just put it that way. Yeah.
That guy's an idiot, man.
What
I mean,
moron,
the guy.
huh?
I love Luke.
Well, he's an idiot. You can tell him I said that. The little Jacksonville radio thinks he's a moron to sit there and come out and say Urban Meyer got fired from Florida after going 8-5. Listen, you got to respond. Listen, I get it. We're not always. But if you're a media guy, you got a responsibility to be right. All right, and just get the story straight, Lugs. I mean, that's you're. I don't mind that you. Yeah, I don't care if you sit there. I wouldn't take the Florida job. It's like Brando. Same thing. Toxic fan base. Stick your toxic fan base up your rear end, Brando. You clown. I mean, are you kidding me? 17 straight sellouts for this slop that we've been watching? I mean, by the way, Chris, another thing. I know you're well compensated at the SEC Network. Dude, you ought to go into coaching. Football. It's not that hard. But what happened Saturday at the Swamp where Lebby out-billied Billy was, why he would throw that football at the end is beyond my comprehension. But anyway, what do I know?
Yeah, I have thought about that over the years. Is that I may have missed my calling there, but yeah. The other thing is that was as if you could draw up like the Billy Napier experience,
yes.
That would have been the entire script for how it went Friday. It was
100%.
Some really good, some really bad, a big lead, and then squandering it down the stretch. The only thing, it felt exactly like USF, didn't it? I felt like even at halftime, I was thinking, here we go again. It's going to be USF all over again.
Yeah.
Very damn near was.
Yeah, it's amazing. Listen, okay, so here we are. It happened. Everybody thought it was going to happen. Well, a lot of us thought it was going to happen this weekend. It did happen this weekend. Scott Strickland came out yesterday and confirmed, really Billy's stubbornness with the play calling thing, which I kind of understand. But
he has a signature play. He goes out with a signature play. 3rd and 1 with a 150-yard back.
Gosh.
Let's run a rollout sack. A signature play for Coach Doofus. It finally ends.
That was
oof.
That was surprising, and it wasn't surprising all at the same time. I mean, again, right out of the script of the USF game.
Yeah.
Can they actually? This is a damning question. I don't mean for you to get 20. We're gonna get 3 piling on penalties from Doring. I'm not trying to.
What are you doing? What are you going after him for?
Are they? Honest to God, I think they will be better with an interim coach and him nowhere near game day. I do. Like people say, they won't win another game. Well, they'll win whatever they win or don't win. Won't be because of the coaching situation. I literally think.
I actually believe they might play loose and just go out there. I mean, whoever ends up calling plays, you don't really have anything to be scared about. So the conservative stuff should go out the window. I think they might play well, and I don't know who ultimately is responsible for it. But
I think the injuries are going to get him. Billy Gonzalez. Now he wasn't anywhere.
He was after me, but I know Billy well. Billy probably is one of the coaches I know the best on the staff and respect him a lot, and been a long-time Gator with multiple different staff.
Yeah, absolutely. Is he adding Percy Harvin to the staff?
I don't think that's going to happen.
But anyway, he said yesterday that the quarterback coach is Sean O'Hara is going to call the plays. I was kind of hoping the young kid would, but
see. Let's stop right there for a second.
Yeah.
Is he the one calling the play? He's the one that's calling it into the helmet of DJ Lagway, or the one responsible for starting the play call?
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I feel like Russ Calloway is the guy that's maybe best suited to do that.
Right. Right.
Again, I don't know.
Yeah, and we'll see. We'll see how that all pans. And listen, I don't know that I don't think they're beating Georgia, but they can compete against some of the other teams left on their schedule. So I'll be curious to see how different it looks, and maybe they will open it up. But what I was going to say is I think the injuries though might be they get beat up, and that was another part of bad luck Billy, man. Every time I look up, he's got a tough schedule. He's got injuries, but. So I don't know if they'll be overcome that. Let's get into the next coach, though. Chris. It's clear to me, and talking to people down there, that Lane Kiffin is the overwhelming choice of everybody, maybe except Scott Strickland. I don't know where he stands on it. I know he's going to cast a wide net and do his homework, and that's fine. But I know that if there's anyone who can pressure him, I'm pretty sure that 80% of those people are in favor of Lane Kiffin. Is that what you're hearing? Is that what you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the overwhelmingly top choice of fans, of influential boosters, of media members. I just don't think it's that simple. I going back to what you guys said about the toxic fan base, I don't know that it's toxic, but I do think that we overvalue sometimes the job, because I don't know that it's a better job right now than what he has at Ole Miss in terms of where the program is, where the financial commitment is. I mean, I want to say that the Grove Collective was one of the top 5 collectives in the country. So from a financial standpoint, I don't know if we can match it there. But I would say at the same time, obviously he's intrigued. He has had a place down in Boca, loves fishing, loves being down in the sun. Grew up, or looked at Coach Spurrier as kind of one of his young coaching idols. I mean, there's a lot that can go Florida's direction as well. But I've also heard he's not done with the NFL, that he has interest in some jobs recently, maybe even the Dolphins job if it opens up. So there's a lot, I think, that's going on here than just, hey, we're Florida, come
Correct.
Get whoever we want to.
And I totally understand that. And Ole Miss is a better team right now, but program-wise, I mean, when you start talking about Chris, how many SEC championship games has Ole Miss been to?
None of that matters anymore.
But sure it does. Sure it does. Why not?
It doesn't matter because it's all about money now. It's all about what you can do to build the roster by compensating players. Like, it doesn't matter. Facilities don't matter anymore. There's nothing that matters other than what your financial commitment is to building a roster.
As far as what? As far as wins and losses?
Yeah, if you want to win a championship, you have to commit to paying the players like the top. Even that doesn't guarantee it. I mean, Texas has the highest roster, and they're on the verge of being a 8-4 team.
Okay. As far as money, Florida's athletics program revenue $190 million. Ole Miss is $133 expense. Florida operated a gross profit of $16 million. Ole Miss operated a profit of -$5 million. So, as far as money. Advantage
That's the overall
Florida.
athletic department, though, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I'm talking about what you commit to the football program.
Hey, Chris, do you know who the highest paid athlete is on the University of Florida campus right now? From what I've been told?
Lagway?
Nope. How about that?
Who?
You would think it'd be DJ Lagway.
Who is it?
What if I told you it's Alex Condon?
I could see that. I mean, that was a guy that was talked about being a first-round pick last year to come out. So maybe he had to compensate.
Yeah, I think it's Alex Condon. But
hey, hold on now. Is that not more deserved from what you've done at the college level?
Sure. I'm not arguing it. I thought that was interesting that it wouldn't be a football guy. But I do believe that if you're Lane Kiffin, I think all the other factors that do matter, as long as when you sit down to talk to Scott Strickland, you lay out, okay, well, here's what I need. This is how we do it. And can you do this? And if the answer is yes, then everything else does matter, in my opinion.
Yeah. Believe me, there's nobody that loves the University of Florida like I do. But I'm also a bit, jaded in terms of the number, like the people that are the top boosters. The amount of times that people have to go back at every school, not just at Florida, but going back to the well over and over again. Here, we need money for NIL. We need money for our facilities. We need money for paying this coach's buyout. We need money for hiring a new coaching pool. Like, I don't even know how the big boosters put up with these calls over and over again, but that's why they have so much influence when it comes to the hiring process.
Okay, let me ask you this question then, Chris. Do you think that Texas Tech, Ole Miss, Vandy, I don't know how they're doing it, by the way. How's Vandy doing it? But some of these new kids on the block, do you think they will get through a college football playoff and win a national championship? Any of them? Do you think Ole Miss will win an SEC championship now?
Yeah, the funny part about all of this is that the more things have changed, the most likely matchup in Atlanta is still Alabama and Georgia, according to the analytics.
Right.
And it doesn't look the same. It's certainly not as dominant as it once was, but they're still the teams that are projected to get there. I don't see maybe that's just me being old school and looking through that old prism of how we looked at college football before. But yeah, I don't see Indiana winning it all. But the fact that we're even talking about Vanderbilt,
it's cool. I like that. But
team.
yeah. Well, how is Vandy doing it?
Vandy did it because Clark Lee knew exactly what he wanted. I talked to him after that season before they went and got Tim Beck and Jerry Kill and Diego Pavia from New Mexico State. He said, I watched that tape of New Mexico State beating Auburn 8 or 9 times, and I knew exactly what I wanted to be, and went out and got all 3 of those guys to come to Vanderbilt. But not only that, though, they've the commitment that they have there in redoing the stadium and creating some buzz around the program and filling in players. Like, you watch that LSU Vandy game on Saturday, they were the better team.
Yeah.
They were the better team. They had the better players.
In the trenches, right? In the trenches?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
The line of scrimmage was better on both sides of the ball. They were way better on the offensive line than LSU is on the offensive line.
But I think that was that's why I think Clark Lee should be a candidate for the Florida job. I think that was coaching, man. I think that's coaching and building a team and a program. Now, is it sustainable at Vandy? That I don't know, because obviously Diego Pavia should be a Heisman Trophy candidate, shouldn't he?
Yeah, I think he should be, and the numbers don't pop off the page, but it's the old MVP versus MOP argument. You know what? I don't know that there's anybody more important to his team than what Diego Pavia is. And that's not to say that Vanderbilt is just Diego Pavia, but he is the heart and soul of that team. And, man, a couple of those fourth down plays that he made to keep drives alive, just amazing, man.
All right, so back to the coaching search. In the end, who would be on Chris Doring's top 4 list of I'm talking to this guy?
Well, you guys know I work for the SEC Network, so I'm not advocating anybody going to get any other SEC coaches, but I know that there are guys that are at other SEC schools. Let's put it this way. I think you have to have a guy with a resume that has done it at the highest level and done it in the SEC. It's a different world. Kalen DeBoer's success is a aberration, I think. You have to have some sort of experience in this league.
So you want a big fish, though. You want a big fish. You don't want a guy from –
the days of hiring the up-and-comer are over. You don't have that luxury. But here's the thing. It's like, are you sure that we're going to be able to go get, like, you're seeing coaches Signetti getting locked back up by Indiana.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure about anything, but I'm sure that I don't care who it is as long as his last name doesn't begin with an N. And so, I mean, because it was time. It was just time. And that's not I'm not trying to be disrespectful. It was time. You can't be 22 and 23 there. You do have a lot of – yeah.
That's the thing. You can't have a losing record in Florida, particularly if you take out the group of 5, group of 6, whatever it is now, and the FCS wins. Like, it's like nothing to really hang your hat on. And it's sad because, it's a breakup, and we had such high hopes and things didn't work out. But you're right. I mean, it's time to figure out who can get us back in the mix because we're talking about Vanderbilt. We're talking about Indiana, all of these programs being able to be in the college football playoff discussion, and we're not anywhere near that conversation right now. That's not the way it should be at Florida ever.
Yeah, what do you think of? Let me throw one other name at Jeff Brom. What do you think of him? Because I like that guy.
Jeff Brom was my teammate in Denver. I love Jeff Brom, man. Right. I loved him as a teammate.
Well, can you call him and see if he'd be interested in leaving Louisville? Because I would like him to come.
Yeah, that's the thing. Think about it. We're talking about him leaving his alma mater. There's talk about Brent Key. He would have to leave his alma mater. Yeah. Another young and up-and-comer, the Summerall, the guy from Tulane. I don't know. He kind of
Prost don't want him.
No, I don't. Again, this is the same thing. I've had fool me once with McElwain, fool me twice with Napier. No, I'm with you. Go get an established guy.
Yeah.
Get a guy who's proven he can do it. Then if you're wrong, you're wrong.
All right.
Where's Jimbo Fisher going to wind up? This is not a Florida comment, but I'm seeing FSU fans.
They want him.
Talk about Jimbo
coming
take him.
Back. They would take him right now.
Is that real? Can that happen, you think?
I don't know that can happen.
You got
left ugly. It wasn't like a good breakup.
Oh no, they would take him back.
I know. I'm just saying.
But that's the thing. They don't care about that. Yeah. Tennessee a few years ago wanted Lane Kiffin back, and that left as ugly as it could possibly be. So they don't care. Fan bases don't care.
Yeah,
they would win. Gator. You think the Gators would take a Gator fan? Not maybe in Jacksonville because we're a little jaded with the Jaguar experience, but you think Gator fan around the state would take Herbs back? Hell yes.
I think there's a lot of those that would. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they take them back. Although the second acts, do they ever work?
Rarely. What was the Snyder at Bill Snyder at
K-State?
Was okay.
Yeah. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Not many though. Like if
Yeah.
they do try, like who was it? Johnny Majors did Pitt twice, didn't he? Didn't he go Pitt, Tennessee?
That
Pitt?
didn't go well.
That didn't go well in the return. Yeah, there have been a few through the years for sure.
Yeah. All right, my man. Well, good stuff, man. We appreciate it. Love the passion.
Appreciate you guys.
All right, you're the best. Thanks,
Talk
Chris.
to you next week.
SEC Network's own Chris Doring, former Gator. Nobody does it better. This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
The roar of the crowd. The theater of your mind.
Breaking free, they're not going to catch him.
It comes alive in your ears. Showtime. Jacksonville's play-by-play sports radio. 1010XL.
When you're faced with damage in your home from water, fire, or mold, you need a team with the expertise to fix it right.
Resto Pros.
A locally owned, nationally backed franchise that's here to help you when you need them. A team that does it right the first time.
Resto Pros.
Remember, you don't have to use the insurance company's preferred contractors. Get it done right by a licensed professional you can trust. Call 904-201-9151 or go to RestoProsNEFlorida.com. That's RestoProsNEFlorida.com.
Resto Pros.
I open the door and take you inside the locker room to get you closer to the field, the players and coaches you care about.
Get a look at Hayes' blog on 1010XL.com.
My blog is brought to you by Roland Reese Plumbing,
where quality and experience count.
The experts at AMCO have been fixing cars for almost 60 years. Over that time, they've gotten more complex than ever. That's why our techs undergo rigorous training and certifications, so they can fix anything, including the most complicated repairs that come with some of the latest technologies. After 60 years, there's nothing we haven't seen or fixed. It's how we know cars inside and out.
Money tight? We can finance almost anybody. Find the AMCO transmissions nearest you at amcojacksonville.com.
What defines a hero? Dedication, loyalty, courage. Every day at AMCO, we serve heroes. For over 60 years, we've repaired and maintained the most critical public service vehicles. From complex transmissions to simple brake jobs with flexible financing and the extra safety precautions we need. The heroes we serve don't all wear uniforms. They're people like you. At AMCO, we're proud to serve all of you. AA MCO.
Family owned and operated in Jacksonville, Orange Park, St. Augustine, and St. Mary's, Georgia.
Hey, Jacksonville, it's Hicken here with the Game Changer. I've tested the field, and Checkmate Coatings is my new go-to for durable, jaw-dropping floor coatings. Better play, better results. Talk to Brendan, the owner, man. He'll explain it all to you, and he can. Nobody knows the industry, the business better than Brendan. And by the way, he will coat your garage, and you will be like, whoa, this is unbelievable. I got a new room in my house with endless possibilities. Your patio, your pool deck, your driveway, whatever you want. Brendan will take care of it. Slam dunk your floors. You need information, checkmatecoatings.com. Checkmatecoatings.com. That's where you'll find it all. They're Checkmate Coatings. They're your floor's missing piece.
Hey, Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
Hey, Jacksonville DDH. Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here with the scoop from Dreamfinders Homes, your National Builder of the Year. We've got first-year interest rates as low as 2.99% and homes in 20-plus communities throughout Northeast Florida. If you're house hunting, make sure your first pick Dreamfinders Homes, the proud official home builder of the PGA Tour, the Florida Gators, and your Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit dfhsalesevent.com today and tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Hey, it's one of life's most important decisions. If you're 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, you have children. Of course you want to take care of your family. That's why I'm here to tell you about Matt Hinson and the Hinson Law Firm. Matt's the attorney. But we both want to know, have you done your will? Something you need to do, something you need to take care of, something to get on your to-do list, but don't just leave it there. Get it done. You got to get your assets to the people that you choose. You work hard for your money. Planning helps minimize income, gift, and estate taxes as well. Matt Hinson's your guy. He'll listen. He'll help you out with your decisions. He'll provide you all the info needed. It'll make all your choices easy. They're the Hinson Law Firm, and they got all the answers. If you have questions, reach out. 527-1700, 527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. Gang, don't let the state decide your fate.
It's holiday season, and it's not too late to find the perfect spot to celebrate with your team. Fourscore is a place that brings the energy, where great food, craft drinks, and unreal vibes meet cutting-edge full-swing simulators. Don't play golf? Do not worry. With over 40 interactive games, Fourscore has something that everyone will enjoy. Perfect for company outings, birthdays, and even private events that go beyond the ordinary. With locations in historic San Marco and centrally located Gate Parkway, Fourscore is ready to make your next celebration unforgettable. Hit the easy button and book your event today at fourscoregolf.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
All right, welcome back to the show. We've done a lot already today. Have we gotten hectic yet, E? Do we need to do that here, maybe?
Hectic is more like Celtic around here for our football team. Is
they pretty at all.
Yeah, they were ahead. They were right. We were wrong. They were had us down there at like 14 when we were 4-1 and beating teams. Yeah, no, they were right.
I told you I've been wrong 3 times in our 20 years.
This will be 3.5. It's not over yet. They may not be right.
Yeah, we can still.
At the time, they were wrong. Let's be fair.
Yeah.
I mean, some people had them up 5 or 6. It's so depressing what has happened. We've gone from so wide-eyed optimistic to this pessimism of it's not just the losses, it's the beatdown. It's the continued non-improvement of the quarterback and the offense. It was ugly football. It's like watching rookie, expansion level football on Sunday.
That was bad. Listen. Yeah.
Today's Power Poll is brought to you by Royal Pest Services Jacksonville.
It's getting kind of hectic. 1 week ago, we were 16th. I don't know if either of you got that correct. Jeff, what say you? Where do we rank this week?
I'm going to say 20.
20. E, what say you?
I'm liking 21.
Okay, 20 and 21. Let me let the cat out of the bag a little bit and start bottoms up. Which means we're in the bottom half. So we're 17 down, 32 teams. The worst team in the NFL, as he said yesterday, the New York Jets. I got a great clip. I got a great fan clip. Remind me when we come back to get this clip. Okay. Great fan clip. Love the kid. New York Jets, 32nd. Tennessee Titans, 31st. They're terrible. We get twice against that. That gets us to 6. Miami Dolphins, 30th. Raiders, we got them. We got to beat them. That should get us to 7. That's 7 dubs right there, boys. Saints are 28th. The Giants are 27th. The Ravens, 26th. I wonder where they started.
I guess Lamar's probably not going to play again this week. Who do they play?
Chicago.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
They're done, man.
Yeah. Good thing I didn't make that bet.
Right, that was the thing. It wasn't just that Lamar's out now, but with a hamstring.
I thought he was back.
And the way he plays, who knows?
Browns, the Cardinals, the Bengals at 23. Where do you guys have them, 21 and 20?
I had them at 20.
I had them at 21.
The Vikings are 22nd. At number 21. Oh, with a 2-4 record.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. The Houston Texans. Right division, wrong team, friend. At number 20. With a 3-3 record. I'm sorry, Jeff. The Atlanta Falcons. By the way, they're doing unsung non-starter role players is their topic this week.
Okay. Unsung.
And when you hear ours, I'm a little frustrated with it. Okay. Unsung non-starter role player. If either of you could think of one for the Jags.
It's Travis Hunter.
Well, he starts.
Not on both sides.
No.
He's a role player on the other, and he's unsung, whichever side that is.
You can try to squeeze him in. I won't allow it. The Commanders are 19th.
Oh, wow. We didn't drop it all.
Carolina's 18th.
Oh.
The Jags are 17th.
Okay. That's just, it's kind of nonsensical, these power polls. Although, I don't know if you saw a different story, but ESPN's college FPI and some of what they had in their last rankings, people went absolutely crazy.
All right, let me ask you a question. Who's our unsung non-starter role player?
Parker Washington.
Okay. That's not bad. I like that.
Parker, the answer should be Parker Washington because he's also got the punt return for a score and another one that he almost did.
Yeah.
Non-starter.
D-Rock blew this one, by the way.
Unsung.
Sorry, D-Rock.
Unsung role player.
Yes, please.
I don't know who else you could even. Rayon Lane? For those special teams?
That's it.
That's who he picked?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't like that.
I wouldn't pick
If that's
him.
our best role player, that's not good. We need some role players.
Yeah. I guess the key word there is unsung. I mean, maybe our role players are maybe our role players like Washington and others are considered not unsung.
Yeah. But anyway, so 17.
By the way, that list that Brian Thomas Jr. leads all of the National Football League with 9 drops.
Mm-hmm.
De'Ami Brown and Parker Washington are both T11 with 3.
Oh, dear.
We got to get this offense home and catch some freaking football. The Falcons, on the other hand, have dropped 3% of the passes thrown by Michael Penix. Only 3%. Crazy.
That is crazy. All right, let's do this. Catch-up break. Fred Taylor next. How good is that?
Love it. He'll get his thoughts on the Jags. We sit here at the bye week. Maybe it is time to take a deep breath. Appreciate 4-3 and try and get the second half off to a good start. So all that conversation and more. It's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. Downtown, family owned and operated over 100 years. You don't do it unless you're doing it better. That's Catlin Truck Accessories. Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Putting the fence in defense.
The ball comes out! The ball has come out!
Each week, Superior Fence and Rail presents the Defensive Player of the Game on 1010XL.
As a contractor, finding reliable subcontractors is key to project success. Prosser here. Guys, that's where Lloyd's Heating and Air shines. Not just your mechanical HVAC expert, but your partner, understanding every facet of construction to keep your project on track. Lloyd's will spot issues early before they cause delays. If you're a contractor with a need for reliability, visit LloydsHeatingandAir.com. Lloyd's Heating and Air, keeping you comfortable in every season.
Hey, Hicken here for my friends at Zero Res. It's time to get ready for the spooky season. Halloween just around the corner. Eliminate all that spooky dirt, grimes, and spills. Don't ghost your carpets this fall. Listen, get your entire home Zero Resified from Jacksonville's ultimate carpet cleaner and get 3 rooms of carpet clean starting at just $139 plus a free haul for Halloween. You see what I did there? There's something scarier than those ghosts and goblins in your house that's in your air ducts. Yuck. This month, take 15% off your air duct and dryer vent cleaning. Zero Res makes your house look better, feel better, smell better. It's awesome. Schedule your appointment at ZeroResJacksonville.com or call them 287-5727, 287-5727. Ask for the 1010 special. Zero Res. Spell it backwards, Zero Res, spell it forwards. Guess what? It spells the same. Zero Res.
You don't need to bet everything on a Hail Mary. Just find a ride in your budget. Because Southside Kia is now Kia on Atlantic. New name, new location, same great deals. And we have the perfect place during the Kia Fall Savings event, like a new Kia payment free for a full 90 days. Or take advantage of financing rates as low as 0%. It's always a touchdown when you shop the best deals in town. Kia on Atlantic, your coastal Kia connection.
For complete details, call 904-250-0587.
Here's hoping for a Raise the Roof football season. And here's knowing Next Gen Roofing is up for any job. Game day or storm season, you need a team you can trust. And you know what? You don't need a glitzy roofing company. No shortcuts, no gimmicks, no nonsense. Solid roofs at competitive prices and a commitment to the First Coast community. Right now, save up to $300 on your next roof replacement. When you need a roof, you need Next Gen Roofing. Team with you, it's a win every time.
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
Hey, I'm Tony from Tony D's Pizza. People ask me all day long, is it the water that makes the difference? Well, yes and no. Even water can't make a good pizza. It's the ingredients, too. The best tomatoes, the best flour, and the best cheese. Oh, and a lot of love. Tony D's New York Pizza, Bay Meadows and 295.
Brian and Angela Wall here with Window World. Hurricanes happen in Florida. That's not news. But what happens even more often than hurricanes are home break-ins. And if security is important to you, you might want to look into hurricane-rated impact windows.
What you may not know is that hurricane-rated impact windows not only help protect your home in case of a hurricane, but they also offer another level of security for your home.
Have you seen those videos on YouTube that show people trying to break through an impact window? A thief is way too lazy to spend his energy trying to break through one of our impact windows. That's why he doesn't have a real job like you. He'd rather break your non-impact window while you're at work. Window World has high-quality, very affordable hurricane-rated impact windows to help protect your home from hurricanes and from lazy thieves.
Call us today at 904-443-7001. Get a free estimate and see for yourself. You save energy, get more security, and the windows add value to your home. With all Window World windows, you get the best guarantee in the window replacement business.
Window World.
Simply the best for less.
And thank you for your business.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Goody Brothers Roofs and Gutters. After Sunday's loss, Jag head coach Liam Coen says boosting the pass rush is a top priority.
You know, those guys know they can play better. We can put them in better positions to be successful.
Florida State AD Michael Alford confirmed no coaching changes for now. Head coach Mike Norvell and the program will be evaluated after the season. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
At 8:10 at 60 degrees, your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Now, another great guest on the Checkmate Coatings phone line.
Hello.
Your floor's missing piece. Now, Dan and Jeff hand it off to our halfback.
Fred Taylor, every time he touches it, he's a candidate to go the distance.
Monday morning running back with Fred Taylor is fueled by Epstein and Robbins DUI defense firm and Monahan Jewelers on 1010XL.
I like to go like TMZ with Freddie T because he mixes elbows with like stars. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So I always
He
like
is a star.
Yeah. He's in a commercial.
Nice everywhere.
You know, I suspect at some point I'm going to see him on Dancing with the Stars.
Perhaps.
Or maybe one of those singing shows.
Can you
I would
sing, Fred?
Fred, can you sing at all?
I cannot sing.
Okay, you won't be doing that. But
I can try to sing.
But if I were doing like a Jacksonville People magazine, a lot of my pictures this week would be like I saw a lot of pictures of Freddie T and Mojo.
Okay.
Hanging out a little bit over in London.
Okay, London town.
Yeah, so I'm just curious.
International.
Fred, because I'm down about the Jags right now. We'll get to that in a second, but I'm just curious about your relationship with Mojo. How was it? How is it? Are you guys good friends? Or is there any kind of dirt there that you can report on to us? I like that stuff.
That would be very TMZ like.
Yeah. That's how I feel like I am right now.
I always try to figure out where the heck they get their sources from. I guess people run over there and get a few dollars, or however that works out. But no, there will never, ever, ever, ever in any lifetime be any friction or dirt between my guy MJD and myself, man. That's my little brother. That's my younger brother.
Okay.
I won't call him little. That's my younger brother. We have great relationship.
Mm-hmm.
In a signs of a good relationship, you don't have to talk every day.
Right.
You don't have to talk every week or every month.
Right.
But when you speak, it's the utmost respect. Everything is mutual. We look out for each other. I check in with his. I check in on his sons.
Mm-hmm.
I check in on him, his health, on life.
Good.
Just on things, and we do that with each other and travel and everything. So, Mojo and I are good. I thought we were going to sing Reunited. And it feels so
Very
good.
singing.
Very nice.
But he wasn't ready.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Dan,
by the way, that's Peaches and Herb,
Yeah,
by the way. Peaches and Herb.
Peaches and Herb. And Dan, I would suggest that maybe you and I don't speak for a day or a week or a month, and then maybe we can bring back some mutual respect to our relationship.
I don't know if that's possible at this
point. We
point.
just talk once every 3 months. It might be a cordial, respectful conversation.
See, that's the thing. You guys are probably like a married couple.
Oh, yeah, it's a little bit of that.
You love each other, but, you're just around each other way too much.
Yeah.
Yes.
You feel it. Fred knows. Give me. Never look. We can all point to this, that, and the other. Give me your midseason, as it were, or 7-game prognosis of this football team, and taking everything into account. The fast start, the turnover flurry. They've just run into a monster defensive lines the last 2 weeks, Fred. I think that'll be the worst they play all year. Will be those 2 games. But where do you see this team sitting and settling, and what you expect of them moving forward?
I shall give it and I shall take it away.
Okay.
A little bit of that and a little bit of this. If we had started this season out, or if we had said at the beginning of the season that this Jaguars team under a new regime would be 4-3, at the halfway, or not the halfway point, but at the bye, I think all of us would have been like, okay, we take it. It's just unfortunately the past 2 weeks we hadn't seen great football. We haven't seen good football, obviously, with the scores, the results, just the physical domination in which they've lost those games. The offensive line, the line that was there the first 5 weeks of the season, seems like a totally different group in terms of protecting Trevor, not allowing the QB hits or pressures. Not even talking about the sacks, but the pressure. Trevor's running for his life the last 2 weeks. Actually 3. We just somehow found a way to win the Kansas City game. You look at the run game, that's fairly non-existent compared to how they started the season out. And then on the other side of the ball, the secret sauce has been turnovers. They haven't manufactured any turnovers. And this is a team that seems they're going to need those turnovers in order to be successful because of the lack of, overall production from the offense. And the offense, just to touch back on that really quickly, they're just picking poison. Everybody's self-inflicting. You have the drops. You have a few overthrows by Trevor, a few dirt balls by Trevor. The line with their holding and, they're taking away big plays by holding or illegal shifts or illegal formations. All of that stuff has come back around full circle to sort of bite them in the butt. But the defense is the defense. Got to get back to getting pressure and getting turnovers.
Fred, the big topic around these parts is Trevor. I mean, and
I thought it was Billy Napier, but go ahead.
Well, by the way, if you could help us land Lane Kiffin, we would appreciate that. I don't know if you have any relationship with him in the TMZ world, but he would certainly provide us some good headlines. By the way, because Lane was Lane here when you were here, Fred, or no? Was he gone by then?
Predated him, I think.
Well, myself, Mike Perkins, my good old buddy Perk down there, and I talked to Perk prior to going to interview Lane on the Pivot, just to get a few nuggets, that what have you. And I had some great nuggets, but Lane was like, Freddie, a few times when I just started out, I think it was like 2000.
Okay,
the year 2000. We were in the sauna together, and both of us had the same agenda. It was just about to be weigh-in day, and I was trying to flush out a hard night of a few adult beverages, and Lane was next to me in the sauna about to do the same. And that was all, fun to mention. But just really quickly, Lane, what he's done with his life and turning everything around and landing down there at Ole Miss, and just how his outlook, the maturation just where he is in life, family, football, the community. It's just amazing to see how far he's come. And yeah, he'll send out a tweet here or there, and that's what you love about him, the confidence, the arrogance, sometimes cockiness. I think would be perfect for Gainesville, but I don't want to shoot, my shot too soon. There are several other great candidates out there, but I know Lane is number one on that list for a lot of people. But we'll see how it goes, man. 3 years ago, he wasn't number one on that list. But now he is, and that's just how the game goes.
Fred, it's funny you said what you just said because we Jeff and myself, watched a young man. Lane Kiffin is to you how kind of we think of you. We watched a young man come through Gainesville, Florida, and watched you grow up in front of our eyes, and it's always neat. We always appreciate, the man that you've become. So anyway,
for sure,
tip of the cap.
I appreciate it, guys.
With
Thank
that,
you.
but with that said,
Trevor.
Back to Trevor.
Yep.
Where are we with Trevor? What's the Fred Taylor outlook on Trevor Lawrence? We all think I think we all agree that he needs to play better. Okay, I think we're just trying to figure out why isn't he playing better? Why hasn't?
And
this
how
happened?
bad is he playing? Like, it's hard to
that
measure.
too.
If you
got drops and O-line, you mentioned.
If you're trying to remain optimistic about Trevor, you find all of these reasons / excuses, and if you're just throwing your hands up in frustration, which is also gettable, I think you eliminate all the reasons / excuses. Give us some football perspective of somewhere in the middle, I would imagine.
Yeah. I can only be, in assessing this, I can only be, black and white. Like, we see it, right? We see the overthrows when it shouldn't be an overthrow. We see, some balls that should be put right directly in the receiver's chest or should be more catchable if they're not going to be right in the main frame. We see the drops, which you can't put those on Trevor. We see the pressure, the sacks. We see a quarterback that hit 10 times a game. That can, shake you up, and you try your best to continue to fight and push your team and, smile. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to get down, but those things are tough, not only on us watching it, but it's tough on him, out there. And we said, well, he's getting $50 million a year, $50+ million a year. He's supposed to be able to shake through and weather the storm and make plays. Well, when he's attempting to make plays, the guys aren't helping him. And then vice versa, he's not always making the play,
taking
or
advantage,
the easy play.
Yeah,
the layup. So, I mean,
if you're winning, it's okay. If you're not, it's more magnified.
You know what? But that's what we were saying a couple weeks ago. It's about how you win, because these things eventually catch up to you. Coach Coen said we got a lot of meat on the bone, because he saw this. Yes, you were winning, but you were barely getting by in a lot of ways. And yes, that is the NFL, but you were starting to be a good team. I'm trying to get you to learn how to play and be a great team. Because if you're just a good team, you could get lucky and make the playoffs, or you could have spurts when you lose 2, 3, 4 in a row and then not make the playoffs. They're going to take this week. They're going to go back to the drawing boards, look at the film. I would hope that they pull up every single penalty that they've gotten this year and make a cut-up of it and just call each player out. Say, hey, you got to be better. You got to be better. This hurt us, and this is why this hurt us. This big block in the back, we're 14-0. We need momentum. We had a great return by Parker Washington. You get a block in the back. Just the heart, you know what I'm saying, just tears your heart out because now you have a momentum shift. And instead you go 3 and out, boom, boom, boom. You punt the ball. You give the ball back. It's 21-0 before you know it.
Yeah.
So, sometimes you just got to lay it out to the guys that way, and hopefully they'll go back and play more sound, a lot more disciplined football because it come down to that too. So, we'll see how it goes, man. But they got a bye week to kind of get healthy, watch film, look in the mirror, and hopefully come back out of that thing ready to, win a few more ball games as this stretch goes. What is it, 10-game stretch?
10 games, yeah.
Yeah.
See how?
So, yeah, I would suggest they win. They got to win at least 7 of 10 to make some noise.
Yeah. Yeah.
Possibly. I mean, who knows? But it can go either way. But just to, be, kind of fairly optimistic, 7, that's 11 wins.
11 will get you in.
I think so.
It could get you in.
Yeah.
9 could in the South. I mean, Colts look good.
Colts look like
wild
a real
card,
team.
Wild card-ish, 9 or 10.
Colts look like they're going to win the division.
It's still pretty early. It's a lot of ball left.
Yeah.
There is a lot. Week-to-week league, that's for sure.
Stuff going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
all right,
fingers crossed, man.
All right, my man. Appreciate you. As
Hold
always.
on.
Oh, here we go.
There it is. I just need the karaoke machine to go along with it.
Thank you, Freddie. I was
All right,
fool to ever leave your side.
There you go. Take us out.
Me minus you, such a lonely.
All right, guys. Have a great
Thanks,
one.
Freddie.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios, he's got quite a resume.
Ex-Special Forces tactician.
Hayes Carline.
Well-trained in hand-to-hand combat.
Behind enemy lines. 5 hours before kickoff on 1010XL. Activated by Pella Windows and Doors. Visit the showroom on Phillips Highway.
Northeast Florida Auto, Power Sports, and RV dealers. Tom McMahon is here for Dealer Connect. The nation's #1 AI conference for dealers is coming to Jacksonville October 29th and 30th at the Marriott Sawgrass in Ponte Vedra Beach. It's 2 days of tackling the future of AI in automotive with some of the industry's biggest names. Keynote speaker, Hall of Famer Joe Theismann will autograph items to benefit the Tom Coughlin J Fund. Get tickets now at DealerConnect2025.com. That's DealerConnect2025.com.
Hi, I'm Amber Frangie. You know that other Frangie? Well, he's my dad. But I'm here to tell you about how much I appreciate the Awaken 180 weight loss program and how it's changed my life. Like a lot of folks, I let myself go a little. Not proud of that, but it happens. And I wasn't sure what to do. I've tried a lot of other weight loss programs, but they just didn't work. Not like Awaken 180. Can you believe I've lost 70 pounds in less than 4 months? With Awaken 180, there's no medication, no shots, and no side effects. And best of all, really fast results. You eat the food that's provided, and it's really good food. You work with a coach on a regular basis who guides you through the whole process. I'm never hungry. In fact, I never feel like I'm sacrificing anything. Just living a totally normal life. That's my new normal. And now, in October, they're offering free consultations. So there's no reason not to call them and learn more. Call them at 844-346-1800, or you can visit awaken180.com. It really has changed my life, and I bet it'll change yours too. That's Awaken 180.
You don't think this would be a good moment to text somebody?
There's never a bad moment to share your opinion on the 1010XL text line. Designed by Lifetime Enclosures. Share your opinion
as soon as possible
at 641-1010.
Brackish Vodka, the spirit of the sportsman and proud partner of the Jaguars, is now available at the Fresh Market Spirits and Wine. The Fresh Market Spirits and Wine is a new adult beverage store offering spirits, wine, beer, and accessories at A1A North in Ponte Vedra, a first-of-its-kind destination for thoughtfully curated spirits, wine, and beer as only the Fresh Market can. And now, you can get Brackish Vodka at the Fresh Market. Brackish Vodka, for whatever your sport is. Proud partner of the Jaguars.
Tired of roofers who never answer the phone and just use AI?
I'm Morgan Conley, the People's Roofer. I answer every call. No robots, no runaround. I'm born here, built here, staying here. Visit MorganConleyRoofing.org.
If your ride is making strange noises, don't wait and make it worse. Come to Action Transmission on Merrill Road. My expert technicians can diagnose the problem and likely fix it fast. Experience the difference at Action Transmission on Merrill Road.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
One thing about being a fan, man, is I was watching last night. Toronto was playing Seattle, Game 7. Winner goes to the World Series. Toronto's losing at home. As we welcome you back to the drill, George Springer hits a 3-run homer in the in the 7th inning, to put them ahead 4-3, and the place went crazy. You know, it was just awesome. And I sat there and I thought about, and this is why I'm so happy when I do these things. Like last year, we went up to the Mets and watched them in the postseason, and they were playing the Phillies in the playoffs, and I was with my son and actually with Murph, and Francisco Lindor hit a grand slam to put us ahead, and I got to experience there's nothing. And then I think about Jags fans. I think about that playoff game with the Chargers and that comeback, and those moments are what it's all about. They're just so few and far between, especially when you root for franchises like we do.
Well, you're lucky to have them.
So,
and you better appreciate them.
You got to leave. There's nothing, and sports fandom, there's nothing better. And that home run, I was thinking about those Toronto fans.
That place was, you could feel
awesome.
it. I found myself laying in bed grinning at how excited
it was.
the players.
Yes.
It was really cool.
Oh, it's just so
really
great.
Cool.
And then I watched that Hoffman guy come out there, and I was thinking,
he looks like Trevor Hoffman.
Yeah,
I'm assuming it's not his kid.
No, and then I was thinking he was a Philly too. I think.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, and then I was thinking, man, if Julio gets on, Julio Rodriguez gets on, big dumper comes up. Could you imagine what would the air getting let out of the building? You're so close to the World Series, and the joy and I see all these pictures. You got to understand, Vladdy Jr. grew up around baseball. There's all these little pictures of him in Expos uniforms with his daddy, and he just tore it up in the ALCS. And that's the great side of fandom. Then there's the other side of fandom. It's like, look, we Jag fans live this stuff, man. The disappointment. Mets fans, obviously, I've known it through years and years. Every year, you know, we joke about it, but we live it. And then there's being a Jets fan. And so this kid's walking out of the park on Sunday. The Jets had just lost another game. And so I
just listened to it.
Yeah, it's this poor kid. So this kid, how old would you say? He's 16, 17?
I give about 15, 16, yeah.
Okay. So you gotta hear this. It's quick, but there's some dude out there just asking for reaction about the game or whatever, okay? And so here's the clip. This is a Jets fan after the Jets just lost another game. Now, I think they're 0-7. Is there a record?
Yeah,
and by the way,
every bit of it too.
This isn't like something out of the ordinary. This is like every year for this kid's entire life.
By the way, I'll give him credit for one thing. Did y'all happen to see when was it Fields got speared? Or once one of the quarterbacks in that game, I don't remember if it was Bryce Young or if it. And their offensive line came from midfield and just knocked the crap out of everyone. Something that we didn't have instilled in us a year ago.
Well, anyway, here's the kid after the game.
See them and get your thoughts on the game. I hate this team. I was born into this, and I'm not gonna ever. I'm always a Jets fan, but like, I hate this team.
That's fair. That sums it up, doesn't it? Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, I do. I hate this team. I hate this franchise. I hate what we do.
Give me that one more time.
I'll always be a fan.
I love this kid.
I hate this team. I was born into this, and I'm not gonna ever.
He's got no answer.
I'm always a Jets fan, but like, I hate this team.
I don't know what to tell you. It's like what I had said the other day. I mean, like with Napier, I just like I don't. That's what you end up saying.
Yeah.
I have a question for you guys. A hypothetical.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot.
All right. The Jags are off the table.
Mm-hmm.
And this question means more now because we're halfway through the season. We have an idea on teams, so you got to pick somebody who is viable.
Okay.
And I'm going to take the Seahawks out of play for you. I'll remove the Atlanta Falcons for me. What Super Bowl matchup? The Jags aren't in the conversation. What Super Bowl matchup would you most like to see?
We're not in it.
Yeah, we're not in it, and can't take the Seahawks, and I can't say the Falcons. That's kind of a push towards those.
Mine's easy.
I wonder if it's the same as mine, and before answers, yours is easy. You already know what it is, so it won't matter. But is that the one you were thinking?
Yep.
Yeah, same as me. All right, I'm just curious. Because I thought you might say that, and that's the one I want. Now, we each have maybe a little bit ulterior motive there. So, if you could have any Super Bowl, it's got to be viable. Like, you can't go with Lamar. They're not going to the Super Bowl. But, the teams you're seeing, what Super Bowl would you most like to see? No Jags, no Seahawks.
I'd like to see the Lions in there.
Yeah?
I would say Lions.
Not as automatic with it. You did the same NFC as us. You know, we both said Lions.
You know what?
And Dan Campbell's act is not growing old on me. I thought it would. That enthusiasm after games and the veins popping out of his neck, dude.
Lions Broncos.
Okay. That's a little different. We said Bills.
Okay.
You know, and just that, and boy, just the Rust Belt Super Bowl. These two beleaguered franchises.
Beleaguered. That's why I do. I do it for like
the
Buffalo.
Broncos have had success, right? Detroit's never been to a Super Bowl.
Never been, and Buffalo's never won one.
And Detroit goes back like to the 30s and 40s, right, Hick? Aren't they like
way back.
one of the originals or close to it?
Way back.
And Buffalo has nothing but Super Bowl to spare.
Yes.
You know, the good news is you go to 4 straight Super Bowls. Look, as a Jag fan, I'd sign up for it right now just to have that opportunity to have that kind of success in the regular and postseason. But, buddy, living in it at the time, it doesn't feel like it. You know, I look actually, and maybe it's a little bit of the other. Like, I look back at a Braves run from 91 to 04, Hick, that I really enjoyed, I liked, but I can't help but look back and say it feels more like missed opportunity than it does a run of success.
Yeah, and we would feel the same way, but we would take it right now.
Sure,
Yeah.
right now you would.
The Detroit Lions started in 1934. Actually, they started in 1930 as the Portsmouth Spartans.
Okay.
Spent 4 years in Portsmouth before getting.
So we're talking almost 100 years, and they've won in NFL championships. So let's just go Super Bowl era.
Yeah.
The
Super Bowl
teams
era,
that have
no.
been around since the very first Super Bowl, they're one of the few that haven't been. Them in Cleveland, right? That's it.
And they're since the beginning.
Since they were there when the Super Bowl started.
Yeah,
they're the only two. Think about that.
If you go through Detroit, man, I mean, listen, if you, they've had so many years where they don't even make the
They
playoffs.
may be the worst. Not the last 2 or 3.
Cleveland.
They may be the worst franchise of my lifetime.
Yeah.
Cleveland has had some runs of success. They had back-to-back AFC Championship games. They've had some, but from and I correlate with the Super Bowl. I was born in '67, and that was like the first Super Bowl. Was like the next year.
On the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosure, that Jets kid reaction is my 8-year-old son reaction to UF football. Unfortunately, we have it all.
Yeah.
You know,
I would just say this: don't in college, don't hate the team, hate the coach. I'm serious. You can hate the team in the NFL. They're all pros. You can hate every aspect of it. You can't blame the kids that are out there playing. You just cannot do it, man. I'm sorry. And that's I honestly, I'm not the heartstrings type. Don't let me overemphasize this. I'm not emotional about it. I feel for a bunch of good players down there in Gainesville who have done a disservice by their coaching staff and by their leadership because they deserve to have more success these last couple of years than what they've had. There's some good players down there. And so I've said it about Napier, though. Sports hate's different. Don't hate anyone, real hate. Sports hate, though, with top, he's a chart topper for me. I don't have any empathy at all. You made millions and millions of dollars and you burned our franchise to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
But I digress. Just speaking of fandom. So yeah, we go Bills Lions for,
play us out with the kid one more time. We'll take a break, come back and do more.
Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday on the Drill.
I hate this team. I was born into this, and I'm not going to ever – I'm always a Jets fan, but, I hate this team.
The Drill.
From the DivorcemenOnly.com studios.
This is your escape. This is your next adventure. This is Mazda, and this is Mazda at the Avenues. Lauren Brooks here. Right now, purchase any new Mazda model, and Mazda at the Avenues will match your down payment or your payments for 1 full year. Plus, every new Mazda comes with 3 years, 36,000 miles of maintenance at no additional charge to you. This is luxury, and this is the start of something new. This is Mazda at the Avenues. For complete details, call 904-430-8047.
Okay. Hey, everything seems to be expensive these days. It's awfully tough to, quote, save money, right? But if you could, would you at least find out? That's what I did with Craig and Chris Kaprosky and the Kaprosky Agency. They actually found me a homeowner's insurance policy that took not 50, not 100. I'm telling you, hundreds of dollars off my monthly mortgage payment. And what about auto insurance? Sometimes it's like cable, right? You don't look at it and all of a sudden it just goes up. And you just keep paying it. Not with the Kaproskis. They stay on top of those things. And one more thing about working with the Kaproskis. Once you go online, you get a quote from an insurance company, hundreds of emails flood your way. Not with them. So be it auto, flood, renters, homeowners, boat, or life, get a checkup today. They're very upfront. They'll let you know if they can help you. Craig.Kaprosky at goosehead.com. Craig.Kaproski, Koproski, Goosehead.com, or call him 478-8422, 478-8422.
Bueller, stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, pal, you look troubled. Is something bugging you?
This friendship isn't all upside for me, Jason. People keep asking me stuff about you.
They ask you about me?
Is it really cooler with Bueller, they ask. So I say, totally. And they say, how do you mean that? And I say, he fixes air conditioners, which literally makes somebody cool. But he also has cool sunglasses and cool people and a cool family.
And I try to make working at Bueller Air and Plumbing a really cool experience for our technicians and plumbers. We treat our people like gold, and they treat our homeowners the exact same way.
Great. Well, now there's another cool thing I've got to remember. This is a lot of responsibility, Jason.
Life can get hectic sometimes. If you don't take a moment to slow down and appreciate all the cool parts, you could miss it.
Do people ask you about me at all?
Weirdly, they do.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Another incredible savings event is happening now at Beard's Diamonds. Hicken here. Listen to this. Buy one, get one free on all wedding bands for a limited time. When you buy his wedding band, you get hers free. Buy hers, get his free. Save up to $10,000. Gang, are you about to get married? Been married for years, thinking it's time for an upgrade? Nothing that symbolizes your love more than the wedding band. Beard's has hundreds and hundreds of bands. White gold, yellow gold, rose gold, plain bands, eternity bands, all kinds of them. Come to Beard's and find the wedding band that reflects your style and personality. Buy one, get the second one free. Look, the big box corporate jewelry stores can't or won't do this, but Beard's can, and it's happening now through October 26th. Beard's Diamonds, I like to say they're your locally owned jewelry alternative. Been around for 40-plus years. Say hi to the Lupos when you go in there. Beard's Diamonds, shop local, shop Beard's at the St. John's Town Center.
Poker players, the World Poker Tour is back at Best Bet Jacksonville, October 30th to November 18th, and the guarantees are massive. Event 1 brings a $200,000 guarantee. Event 6 has a $300,000 guarantee, and the main event has an enormous $1 million guarantee. With 14 tournaments, your chances of winning big have never been better. Want in on the action? WPT satellites are already playing out. Don't get left out. Head to bestbetjacks.com for details. That's bestbetjacks.com.
Hey, Jacksonville DDH. Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here with the scoop from Dreamfinders Homes, your National Builder of the Year. We've got first-year interest rates as low as 2.99% and homes in 20-plus communities throughout Northeast Florida. If you're house hunting, make sure your first pick Dreamfinders Homes, the proud official home builder of the PGA Tour, the Florida Gators, and your Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit dfhsalesevent.com today and tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you.
Frank Frangie here. Big Chief Tire offers affordable quality tires for every type of vehicle. Whether you're looking for all-season tires, high-performance options, or something more budget-friendly, Big Chief has the perfect set to keep you rolling. Their expert technicians ensure your tires are installed quickly and safely so you can drive with confidence. Visit WeKeepJacksRollin.com or call 904-932-0950 to schedule your appointment and check out their unbeatable tire deals today. Big Chief Tire keeps Jacks rolling.
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know Before You Blow. Go to knowbeforeyouBlow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
1010XL, presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farrah doesn't flinch. This is your Duval Minute. Brought to you by Lift Power, your turnkey solution for all warehouse needs.
Listen, we can do this every week, and that's why I like to do it in the National Football League. The next game is always the most important game, right? We've learned that, if anything, in covering this team for 31 years. But it's true again here as we get ready for this next 2 games, right? This is where the season's going to kind of take shape. They're 4-3. That's great. They got through their first 7 games. But they're more like the 3-loss team than the 4-win team right now. It's okay. Go to Vegas and go to Houston and at least get a split. But do not lose those 2 roadies. If you do, then you have a 4-game losing streak and you can say goodbye to the playoffs. If you split or win those games, you're in great shape going forward. And that's your Duval Minute. It's brought to you by our friends at Lift Power. Lift Power, always looking for experienced lift truck and dock and door technicians. The Lift Power's benefits are unreal. 401k, company vehicle pay, training sign-on bonus. Lift Power is one of the best places to work year in and year out, voted that way. They're rapidly growing. They've been proudly serving the Jacksonville area for more than 50 years. Lift Power is family-owned and operated. Great people over there. And listen, if you go work there, you'll be happy you did. You want to thinking about an employment change? LiftPower.com, the place to go. That's LiftPower.com.
All right, we're back on a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. You mentioned the text line, and someone said that Jets fan sums up an 8-year-old Gator fan these days. Sports fandom comes in all shapes and sizes and from all corners of the country. From the text line, Dan Wilson and Bizzardo, rip my heart out. I hate Springer. Leaves Houston, still crushes my hopes.
Yep.
I'm going to cry.
Yeah.
It's the single worst moment of my sports life.
Yeah.
I almost didn't work today.
God bless you, man. I mean, I get
had
it.
It's 3-1, and as soon as the ball in the air, there's a little bit of doubt. It was one of those because it's a moonshot. Like, he might be able to grab. Like, no one knew for sure, even Springer. It was like one of those. And that, I'm going to say this as a learned baseball fan, okay? George Springer's the most underrated postseason player maybe in the history of the game.
Yeah.
I mean, I know he's a good player, and I know he was on the Astros teams, but I didn't. It's taken this postseason in Toronto to remind me of the volume of homers that this dude's hit and the big home. That is a huge home run. Now, you know, there are less than 100 people walking the planet that have had bigger Major League Baseball hits or home runs or moments than what he had last night in the ALCS
the first
at home.
Go-ahead home run while trailing by multiple runs in the 7th inning or later in Game 7 history.
Well, there you go. There you
Only
go.
other in any winner-take-all game, Pete Alonso last year.
Okay. Well, so that's what I mean. He look, I'm not saying he's not appreciated. You don't know, like, well, what are you talking about? I know who Springer is. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
I'm just, if I would have said 3 days ago, who's George Springer? Huh? Right? If I said, who's Freddie Freeman? Yeah, right? Yeah. Who's Giancarlo Stanton?
Yeah.
Right? You know, I can give you a lot of names.
Yeah.
And again, I think that's home run 23 or 24 now in the postseason. Didn't you say the other day he was like top 5? We went through that postseason home run list. It was Manny. It was Altuve. Springer was up there. It came like the day after he had hit a postseason home run.
23 home runs.
Yeah, 23 postseason home runs. That's what I mean. He's been an eye-opening
Hit 5 in
postseason hero, stud.
Yeah.
Do y'all, based on that text from the text line where it says the single most disappointing, do y'all have that moment? Yeah. Sure. I
have
don't know.
multiples.
Yeah, I do. It's hard.
I mean,
it's hard to parse
in the
them out.
nuts sports moment.
I got one. It's one that sticks out.
Okay, you tell me yours.
Oh, man, Super Bowl. Russ.
You were videoing it.
Why did he not audible and give Marshawn the ball? That one right there.
Why did they call that play?
Bro, that was a swift
I
kick
get,
to
and
me.
you got
That's
family
fair.
ties. You're hugely
You were
into
videoing it in the stadium.
We're gonna win this.
Yeah.
And next thing you know.
Oh man, yeah, that's a One of them's kind of odd. It's not really a gut punch. I've cried 2 times over sporting events, and one of those times I was in my 20s. But the one that kicks me the hardest,
you guys are babies.
Yeah, the one that hits me the hardest is probably I grew up. I loved the Atlanta Falcons. They were never anything more than average. And in 1980, they had the best team in the league. They had beat the Eagles on Monday Night Football late in the year. They had the number 1 seed in the NFC, and they were playing the Cowboys, the hated Cowboys, in the semifinals. Yeah. And had a 10-point fourth quarter lead, and Dallas scored 2 touchdowns in the last 7 minutes, and Atlanted, and they lost like 30 to 27, and the Dallas went to Philly, who beat them, and Philly went to the Super Bowl that year. So that one was, that hit hard as a kid. As a kid, that hit hard. And then the Braves in '91, they lost in 7 to Minnesota, and that wasn't like a total devastation. It was just this team that has just come from nowhere. Had I known what they were about to be for a decade and a half, that was just more emotional, I think, than hitting hard. Maybe.
I think honestly, and this is going to shock both of you, as I'm thinking about it, because the Mets do it yearly, so it's not. I'm used to it. Like I'm numb to it, desensitized.
Yeah.
Like I was at the World Series of 2015 with the Royals jumping up and down.
Yeah.
But we weren't going to win it. We had to win 3.
Yeah. Braves had a little league inning against the Dodgers in the NLCS that they would have won the series in 6 the year before they win.
So I'm sort of desensitized to the Mets, so I kind of eliminated them. The Knicks never get anywhere. So, I got
nothing Hawks.
The Rangers I don't love enough, but I think this one, honest to God, and then the Gators, of course, there have been some unbelievable.
Yeah, there have been a few.
But
the choke at Doak was pretty devastating.
Oh, my God.
The 31-3, and they gave it 28 in the fourth.
But I got to say this. I'm going to go to the Jags AFC Championship game against the Patriots that I was sitting there.
The songs.
Because and they played Bon Jovi, and we were up 10 points in the fourth quarter. We were going to the Super Bowl, and they hit 3rd and 18.
Yeah, 3rd and 18.
I can't, and I'll never forget. And
that's a good one.
And I'll never forget walking.
But you didn't
across,
cry
because I had to work.
But you didn't cry.
Yeah, but I had to do a post-game show. I had to pull myself together. I didn't cry.
Is there other time you've cried?
Oh, cried?
Yeah, like that's what the original question. You cried?
No, that wasn't the original question.
Oh, okay.
You just offered crying.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
I cried.
You both cried.
Yeah, we're criers.
I cried when I was a
bigger crier than me, so you cried at some point.
Yeah, but I'm telling you.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
Across the field.
Yeah.
Okay, and running into Baselli. And we both said 3rd and 18, and then having to keep going and do a post-game show. But in the fourth quarter, because in 99, but it fell apart in the second half.
Yeah, right.
And in 96, it was Cinderella.
Yeah.
So it was all great.
That was pumpkin, right.
And they're like, oh, okay, but gosh, this was fun. We'll do it again.
Dead on the first 2. That was one that we were tantalizingly close to the Super Bowl.
But we're going to beat the freaking Patriots in New England, beat Tom Brady. We're up 10. We're really not that good, but our defense is a hell of a defense. And
Miles Jack wasn't down.
Miles Jack wasn't down. End of the half.
There was
end of the half. PI.
It was baloney.
And a 3rd and 18.
The 3rd and 18.
They didn't deserve it. And I mean, I'm in the fourth quarter. 10 minutes to go. We're going to the Super Bowl.
Imagine Doug Marrone, a Super Bowl coach, Blake Bortles, a Super Bowl quarterback.
It was going to happen. And it got ripped from our
that game is a lot like that Falcons Cowboys game. They had a big lead and they blew it. It makes it that much harder.
And
I was kind of not counting.
Yeah,
not considering the Jags.
And I don't really.
By
I don't
far
either.
the most bitter though.
I don't think about them, but it was brutal. It was brutal, and I think it's mostly because I got. Speaking of crying, Brooksy's crying.
Yeah,
because I told him, we're going to the Super Bowl if we win. I'm taking you to Minnesota.
Yeah, my kids were going too.
And he's weeping at 11 or whatever he was, just crying.
Yeah.
Drew devastated. Went to Pittsburgh the week before as a Jag fan in the stands, ready to fight any Steeler fan. I mean, it was just like an experience for all of us. And when they ripped it from our gizzards, man, our souls, I couldn't.
It was a gizzard ripper.
It was a gizzard ripper, man.
It was.
I think that was the one.
The gizzard was ripped.
I really do. Because like I said, the Mets, I'm desensitized. And don't get me wrong. I mean, my Mets are my like I tell my wife, I've loved the Mets for almost 60 years. I've loved you for only 23. You know what I mean? Scoreboard. That's why I'm watching.
Don't know if I'm going to use that line, but
I mean, I think that's fair, isn't it?
Oh, that's fair.
I mean, me and the Mets have spent a lot of intimate nights together,
Great. That's great.
This is The Drill on 1010XL.
Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
I did not see this one coming.
Radio play-by-play is like stepping in a theater in your mind.
As good as it gets.
1010XL, Jacksonville's home for play-by-play.
Checkmate Coatings. Your floor's missing piece.
Pickett here with a game winner. It's Checkmate Coatings. I've scouted them all. And this Jacksonville crew's the real deal.
I'm Brendan, owner of Checkmate Coatings. We transform pool decks, driveways, and patios with pro precision.
Score big at checkmatecoatings.com. Checkmate Coatings, your floor's missing piece.
Checkmate Coatings. Your floor's missing piece.
Chelsea here, ready to upgrade your windows or patio doors? During our fall savings month, get 20% off your replacement windows and patio doors. Plus, enjoy 0 down, 0 payments, or 0 interest for 12 months. Our Acclaim Impact windows are built for Florida homes, designed to help you save on energy bills by maintaining indoor temperatures year-round. Offer ends October 31st. Restrictions apply. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free in-home consultation. License number CGC 1527613. Renewal by Anderson, where comfort meets savings.
After the lights go down on Friday night, 1010XL flips the switch. Southeast Orthopedic Specialist, Friday Night Lights. With Hacker and Dylan Denmark. Presented by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Hey, it's Joe C. When was the last time you flushed out your water heater? Flushing a water heater each year improves its efficiency and extends its lifespan. So call Roland Reese Plumbing for a routine water heater flush out and any other plumbing needs. 260-7059. Roland Reese Plumbing.
Are you 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, or have children? Listen up. Have you done your last will and estate planning? If you have questions, call Matt Hinson with the Hinson Law Firm. Reach him at 527-1700, offices Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwood Jewelers. Clayton, I've heard you talk about the quality philosophy of Underwoods. Just what is that?
Frank simply stated the Underwood quality philosophy is fine jewelry and gifts will bring customers back and create new customers through the endorsements given to Underwoods by our satisfied customers. However, it's our definition of quality that's really been the Underwood difference, because quality has to go beyond materials and craftsmanship and has to include things like design, how it's presented, our service, our integrity, a customer's experience in our store, and the satisfaction a customer feels when they've chosen a special gift from Underwoods. A person or a company earns a reputation over a long period of time. And in Underwoods, we know that you earn your reputation every day, because that good reputation can be lost in a matter of days if you're not committed to doing the right thing for the long term.
That's Underwood, serving excellence in North Florida since 1928 in San Marco, Avondale, or the shops of Ponte Vedra.
Hey, certainly facing some interesting economic times. And for me, it's so comforting. It's not even a part of my daily to know that my money is in great hands. It's with ITP Partners, and I trust them explicitly because of the experience, the expertise, and the knowledge. The fact that I can call them anytime, in good times and in bad. The fact that they can explain things to me in layman's terms. The fact that they have ideas all the time. Do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? We're going to move the money here. It's great. It's Janice Cobb and Reed Wingate. It's Reagan Wright and Dan Abel. It's Chris Bryan and Jeff Hartman. And they listen to you. They will build a strategy for you where your goals become their priority. They manage your account. And I'm so grateful for them. Listen, it's a great time to get started. I don't know what you're waiting for. Chris at ITPpartners.com, Chris at ITPpartners.com, or call 312-9751, 312-9751. They're ITP partners. They're my financial partners for life.
This is Mike Lynch, PGA Golf Professional. Take it from me, if you're dealing with an orthopedic issue, talk to the doctors at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, where you're treated like a pro.
This is Dr. Kevin Murphy with Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, where athletes are treated like pros. Thanks to all of you who have allowed us to be part of your recovery. Call us at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists if you ever have a need.
Relieve pain and get back to life. SOS. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
So, we got Vernon Bryan on the phone. Let's get him in here real quick, and then we'll. I got a quick story to tell here as we head to the 9 o'clock.
By the way, Magellan over here let me know during one of the breaks today that he's gone the wrong way like 2 or 3 times in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah,
maybe got a little over your skis on that one.
Actually, this morning,
again,
I made the left early.
Maybe it was the Advil you brought me, threw you off.
I made the left early before. I actually went back in the house to get the Advil.
That was very nice of you. I needed it.
I made the left before the church. And the other day,
I like how he says the church. I have no idea which church.
The church on Belford.
Oh, Belford. I know what you're talking about.
You know that big church there? Tells me where to make a left.
Yeah.
And then yesterday, I wasn't paying attention, and I almost made it to what's the road our old place used to be on?
Hogan.
Yeah, I almost made it to Hogan Road. I was passing this neighborhood called Secret Cove, and one of my pastor used to live in there, and I'm going, I didn't know Secret Cove was here, and then I went, wait a second. And then I'm going way too far here.
Yeah, see.
So I had to, so it's been not so great.
I told you.
It's been not so great the last
maybe,
I feel bad.
Yeah.
I thought I had finally conquered it.
Well, that you made a bold statement.
I did.
So anyway,
I did.
I'm
back,
sorry.
though.
I didn't mean to. I put
we
another
got Brian
story into your story.
No, well, I'll get Brian first, then the story. Hello, Brian.
Hey, good morning, fellas.
Morning, Brian.
Yeah, you know that the 99 AFC Championship game, that was the first time I really almost got into the arrest and injection thing with the Titans fans all yelling, man, had it throwing buckets of popcorn at the Titans fans because they're just yelling. Man, that was probably my most emotional game. I mean, literally, like my wife went with me. I left the game without her. I couldn't take no more.
Dang.
I left out.
How'd she get home?
Stadium. Well, there were some other people we were with.
Okay.
But, you know,
you wanted to be alone.
That one was.
Yeah.
That one was the most emotional train wreck for me.
Okay,
and then, of course,
I could see that too.
Yeah.
The championship game up in New England. I mean, that one was more of. I had about three large because the money line on that was really good.
Fair enough.
And you know, I like you guys said, we were up 10. I mean, I was going to the Super Bowl VIP. I had it all laid out. I knew how much I was going to win.
Oh yeah.
And everything was right there. And then, just like the typical Jag stuff, you know, it's and the same thing. After Kansas City, what did I do? I bought the Kool-Aid, drank it, upgraded my season ticket, and here I am again. You know, spent a bunch of money. Like, I plan on doing it.
I will say
I plan
this,
on getting the charge back for my credit card.
Well, we'll see.
I was sold a misrepresented goods.
All right. Thanks for the call,
Very
Brian.
good,
Hang in
Brian.
there. I do think this. I do think we'll look back, and that's going to be the roughest 2-game stretch we have all year. Those two, it's just the timing with the offensive line issues, with the drops are at their worst right now. So these things are going to come back closer to the.
But I feel like
average,
feel like what we learned is that, like, when we go to Vegas in 2 weeks, I feel like it's going to be a competitive game. Like, they're going to have a chance.
I think I don't. What's happened to the line? They were fine. So I got to think it's them. I got to think it's. Fred made a good point. It's really started creeping in the Kansas City game. We just were able to make some plays out of it.
I think there's a little bit of
ran for his
concern
life.
about, and again, I'm not an expert on the X's and O's, especially in the trenches, but I think the right guard play was not good the last 2 weeks.
McCarry.
And really bad
lot
on.
of
Like,
penalties.
almost like, okay, is it time for Udoga or someone else to get in there?
Maybe Milam, healthy can enter.
So that
into
might
the
be something
competition.
that happens over the bye
And
week.
Macari, had graded and played well, and we were singing the kudos for some of these free agent signings. What about this stat for you? And it has a weird aftertaste. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
The NFC is 25-13 against the AFC this year.
Mm-hmm.
There are only 3 teams remaining without a win within their own conference. Okay?
Okay.
Those are the Jets, 0-7,
Mm-hmm.
the Titans, 1-6, and the other team remaining that hasn't won a single game within their conference, the 5-2 Rams. The Rams have swept the AFC South, and they've beaten the Ravens.
Oh, man.
So the Rams are 0-2.
Feasting.
They're 0-2 in the NFC. And
But see, we said this a couple weeks ago that I noticed this. I think the NFC now has shifted.
Well,
A
part
lot
of it
it's
is
our-
Lamar and Burrow.
Yeah.
That's part of it.
Absolutely.
Because Mahomes, and by the way, and I don't know about the Bills, man. I worry about Josh Allen having the weapons, but I assume that they'll find their groove again. But I got to be honest, right now it looks like the Chiefs are the best team in the AFC.
Isn't that
again.
crazy?
They got Rasheed Rice back. Their
Mahomes
defense
had a
is
hell of a
steady.
game last week.
He's on a run. It's
Yeah.
not this week.
No, he's piling it up
he's
now.
Getting to the MVP.
He's moving up the
And Baker Mayfield, by the way, hit a little speed bump on the way to the MVP last night. He had a Trevor game.
Might have even been a bigger speed bump.
Yeah.
than you thought. So yesterday I had to teach class.
Okay.
I'm an adjunct professor. I don't know if you know this, at the University of North Florida, where I'm held in high esteem. I'm much more respected there than almost anywhere.
You think so?
That I
you
go
don't think
to.
we give you your proper respect?
Not at all. I walk around there and I'm treated almost regally. Yeah, like yeah. In fact, they had a little protest over there the other day, and they were screaming "No Kings," and I was thinking, why are they doing this about me?
Yeah, that's fair.
But anyway, I prepare my class. I always, I do my lesson plan.
Okay.
I have a lesson plan. A lot of the part of the class, and we have a young man here, Brady, who's a part of my class. He can tell you what a great class it is. He's been a part of it as well. But what I do is I often I'll take attendance, and I always ask a question of the day. 9:04. And after that, we always have a video. We like to do videos, like to look at videos of timely things going on. We talk about what's going on in the world and
Current
in
events.
sports. Yeah. And then we get into the lesson. And I had prepared all of this, and this is and I go to my computer and
the computer in the classroom.
Yeah,
or at home?
and in the classroom I put it on the big board behind me.
You have your own class.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
And so I lower my movie screen.
Okay.
Okay.
It's showtime, kids.
And I'm dialing up all my information, my attendance cursor, my lesson plan cursor, the couple things I want to talk about, cursors. All of a sudden, I click on, and the canvas is down.
The canvas, he says.
Canvas is down.
Oh, that's the website, right?
Canvas is down all across the land. And then the computer.
Cyber terrorism.
Then the computer goes blank.
Oh man.
Oh.
Now I have
We're
my
watching you.
I have my phone, but I have to shift gears quickly with the kids here. I can't be unprepared. I've got a whole plan here, but I need my computer to teach the lesson.
Okay.
This is not on rote memory. Okay, this is something that
You're right now. The teleprompter just went down, and you're Ron Burgundy.
A little bit. Except normally some of the things I'm talking about on this particular day, I'm talking about that I'm Ron Burgundy when I'm talking about sports, but I know sports. So
Fair.
I can
but this
I
is
can
not
get through
that.
TV. But now it's like
Sure, I'm talking about this particular.
yeah, it's a little bit of a blank stare. It's a little bit of a blank stare. So I went to one of the Old Faithfuls, and I hesitate to say this because the ITP partners would be angry at me. And I should actually bring one of them in to do the lesson. But every year I do one class.
Compound interest.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I teach one of the great lessons of life, compound interest. Two words that can change your life forever. It takes time, but you have to plan it out, but you have to do it. And I said, and the great thing about this, when I present this to you guys, I said, and there's 30 of you in here, one or two of you are going to do it. One or two of you are going to sit there in 30 years and look at that number and go, what was that cat's name who taught that? I know he's not around anymore.
Life
but
lessons.
What was that dude's name? And you'll think back to me, and I'll be happy somewhere that you did.
You'll be dead then. but-
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll dust in the wind by then, but yeah. Yeah. So anyway,
So
that
you,
was...
you veered off of sports and the media to go financial planning. With the
I
kids.
did.
Good for you.
I'm afraid. I think that's something that's necessary.
It's necessary.
And I'm allowed to teach my class as I want.
I'm
UNF
not
gives me.
questioning your
No,
motive.
I'm not saying you that UNF gives me the levity to do whatever I
Freedom,
deem fit,
yeah.
and I did. So anyway, that's my
leeway, yeah.
story of the day with adjunct professor. But hopefully the canvas is back up because I can't do compound interest again tomorrow. we got to move on to something else.
Yeah, we need to get.
We got to dive into some situations, crisis management, things of that nature.
What are they paying?
Press releases.
What do the kids pay for a credit hour over there these days?
I don't know, but it's worth it for me, my class.
We got some folks weighing in on those devastating sports moments, the ones that they're rock bottoms. Here is Joe Carter's home run against the Phillies.
Yeah.
This comes from a Saints fan.
Mm-hmm.
It was actually, I was at the Saints-Rams NFC Championship.
Oh, they screwed him on that call.
The non-PI call ball by Hart. I thought New Orleans was going to riot. The year before was the Minneapolis Miracle. Saints football crushed my soul.
Soul crushers.
My cry game was FSU versus Tennessee.
Yeah.
That national title game.
Oh, yeah.
1991 Braves killed 11-year-old me.
Yeah.
Here's yours. Miles Jack wasn't down.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a good one.
Mm-hmm.
This one hit me hard, but the 28-3 Falcon Super Bowl.
Oh,
that's my son's for sure. That one
28-3.
I guess it didn't register. I'm not. If the Falcons were my number one team, it would, but they're not anymore.
Yeah.
If that were the exact same thing with the Braves, that'd be number one.
Yeah.
And I did kind of forget it. I'm going to slide that in just on old genealogy.
Yeah.
So there's a bunch of people weighing in, buddy. Sports,
good stuff.
It can elate us, and boy, can it deflate us.
Crush us. This is the drill. 9 o'clock. McNasty in the house.
No, it's the Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Speed.
45-50.
Talent.
How high can you leap?
Opportunity.
Just when they needed it most.
Listen for the Universal Roof and Contracting Offensive Player of the Game. Experience the universal difference on 1010XL.
Big number one Duval Ford is trusted by Duval families, Duval businesses, and law enforcement across Florida. We're Jacksonville's largest Ford dealer by new Ford sales with the biggest service facility to keep everything in your driveway and in your fleet on the road. Shop Big number one Duval Ford on Cassett Avenue for our low prices and nationally recognized service-first experience. Big number one Duval Ford, proudly serving North Florida since 1916.
October means Brakes for Breast at Expert Automotive, who's teamed up with TechNet so you can get or give $40 and help us put the brakes on breast cancer. The entire month of October, schedule a brake job at Expert Automotive on St. John's Bluff, and Expert will match TechNet's $40 give or get, giving $80 back to you or Brakes for Breast to put the brakes on breast cancer. Book online at expertautojacks.com. Visit us at St. John's Bluff or call 374-3373. Help Expert Automotive put the brakes on breast cancer.
This date in sports history is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On October 21st, 1976, the New York Knicks retired Willis Reed's number 19 jersey, which was the first in Knicks history.
In a world where chains seem to take over, it's awesome to have a locally owned retailer who's only focused on Jacksonville. Beards Diamonds is the perfect example. Hicken here. All those jewelers in town center are owned by big Wall Street companies, but Beards Diamonds, they are local, man. Say hi to the Lupos when you get in there. They've been around and serving our area for more than 40 years. And Beards run circles around the big chains. Massive diamond inventory, Beards. All the top bridal brands, Beards. Strongest warranties, Beards. Beards wins on price every day. They don't have extra markups to please Wall Street or pay commission salespeople. In fact, Beards guarantees to beat any national chain store on price. So don't buy anywhere until you at least get a second opinion at Beards. I am sure you'll get a bigger, better quality diamond for your money, and it'll be backed by local folks with integrity and local accountability. Man, in a world where generic chain stores pop up everywhere, refreshing to see a local place that can give you a great diamond. Don't buy a diamond in Jacksonville without seeing your best option at Beards Diamonds. Shop local, shop Beards at the St. John's Town Center.
WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
When the unexpected happens, you shouldn't have to face it alone. I'm Chris Campione, and at Campione Law, we're here to fight for you. Whether it's an auto accident or a slip and fall, our Jacksonville team takes care of every detail, from investigating the incident to securing multi-million-dollar verdicts, so you can focus on getting better. And remember, you don't pay a dime unless we win your case. Our commitment is 24/7, bringing you the real support from real people who really care. Campione Law, your dedicated partners in justice. Visit CampioneLaw.com.
Count on Campione, Campione Law.
Hey, Jags fans, Tommy Mack here. Crown Royal is the official whiskey of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
This season, it's not game day without the generous spirit of Crown Royal. Whether you're at the tailgate, in the stands, or watching from home, Crown Royal is the reason and the reward for coming together. Grab a glass with Crown Royal Rig at a stadium near you, because we'll be sharing the generous spirit with fans across the country. Crown Royal, fueling game day with generous spirit. Visit crownroyal.com/Royal Rig on the Crown Royal Rig Tour. Please drink responsibly.
Hey, Hickett here for Action Garage Door. Premium parts, premium service for the life of your doors. Nothing more frustrating than your garage door misfiring. If mine ever does, I call Action Garage Door because they take action immediately. Jeff Bernard and his gang, Jacksonville folks. Not some big out-of-town chain that you have to go through. Call Jeff. His people are on it. They've been around for 25 years. In fact, they'll tune, lube, and inspect your garage door free. Just give them a call. That's a celebration of their 25 years. I've been in my house for a long time. A couple years ago, I had to get a new garage door. It dramatically improved my curb appeal, and today's garage door openers are awesome. Features like smart home integration, quad operation, and added security. Hick, how do I get a hold of them? Garage Door 911, of course. GarageDoor911.com for Action Garage Door. That's Garage Door 911.
Lauren Brooks here for Terminix. When mice and rats show up in your home or business, they can be a real pain. You need them out fast, before they have time to multiply. Terminix knows how to shut down rodents and will keep them from coming back to wreak more havoc. When rodents show up, so does Terminix. Don't live with a rodent problem, Terminix it. Visit Terminix.com today to schedule a free inspection online just like I did. That's TERMINIX.com. TERMINIX.com.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Bone Pronto Jags. After 2 straight losses, Jag QB Trevor Lawrence says what it'll take to turn things around.
Always doing the right thing because the guys are counting on you next year.
Gator QB DJ Lagway and linebacker Miles Graham say they're staying put and locked in on Florida's final 5 games despite the firing of Billy Napier. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
9:13. It's 64 degrees your time, and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
XL, presented by Farrah and Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farrah doesn't flinch.
I'm fed, feeling X-rated. It's Mr. Nasty time. Oh, Mr. Nasty time. The nasty time.
It's time. Now, it's time for the 9 o'clock nasty on the drill.
We're wasting time.
Here are Jeff Prosser, Dan Hicken, and E.T.
All right, welcome back. Time to get nasty, but the boys at Action Garage Door want you to win. They're giving away a free LiftMaster Smart Garage Door Opener and installing it for free. It's a $1,000 value. How do you enter? It's real simple. All you got to do is go to Action Garage Door Jacksonville. Like them on Instagram, like the giveaway post. That easy. They'll have the drawing here in a week, and they'll let you know. Action Garage Door Jacksonville on Instagram, like the giveaway post. It's that simple. You can win a $1,000 garage door opener, and they will put it into your house for free. Welcome back to the show. Trey Savage, young pitcher for the Blue Jays. He's 22 years old. So he's a professional baseball player. He started this year in Single A.
Yeah. He's the one that just rapid rose all the way up through.
Then he went to high in this year.
Yeah, I know.
So you're starting the year, as a 22-year-old in Single A. You're behind.
You're like 4 or 5 levels from the major leagues.
You're behind. Okay, you're not.
Is that below Jumbo Shrimp?
Yeah.
Oh
that's
God.
Triple A.
Yeah.
You're one step away there.
Yeah. You're 22 and you're in Single A. You're like, if I don't start making things happen, I'm cooked. Then you got promotion to High A. Then he got to Double A. That would be a great year.
Yeah.
Then he went to Triple A.
That's 4.
Then he came and pitched in the ALDS. Yeah. Then he pitched in the ALCS. And now he's going to pitch in the World Series. Do you think back in February he was thinking, gosh, I'm going to pitch in the World Series this year?
It's like,
what a story.
Where's like the scouts? So it's for because there's no way like he. To start
pitching
that low.
is so weird, man.
Yeah, that's just you find yourself. I reckon. I don't know what he did or what happened or how long he's been in the system or any of those. Is he pitching game 1?
I don't know. I've got a legend
Scherzer.
on Twitter
Scherzer
here. Shout out to Ryan. He says my cry game. He's got a tattoo on his above his ankle.
Which
Miles
one?
Jack wasn't down.
Yeah.
He's got the tat.
We got a bunch of them.
How about that?
Luis Gonzalez, World Series game-winning RBI. 1978 Reds Braves. I'm a huge Pete Rose fan. The hitting streak ending.
Yeah.
With Garber.
Oh.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Mr. Tennessee has weighed in the 95 game in Gainesville where they were up 30-14 and dancing on our grave until it was 62-37 and the game was over.
Then he got hit with a bag of urine.
Yeah, he did. No, that wasn't that game. That happened before then. Yeah. The bag of urine that day would have got rinsed off. Yeah.
Somebody threw a bag of urine at him.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
We got to fight.
Yeah.
By the way, we're waiting to hear from Joe Yu. He's got a story to tell.
He called, but
he's off now?
Yeah, he'll probably call back.
No, we need Joe Yu. You didn't tell me he was on the phone. We got to get him right to the front. I'm sorry. I missed that.
He probably had to
That's
take a
on
call
me.
or something.
That's okay. Yeah, that's all right. We're just it's a fascinating, painful chapter that there's so many weighing in from so many different realms and areas of sport, like your worst sports moment.
Part of it, man.
Sometimes it's not a game. Here he is. 93 was the bag of urine, I've been told.
93 was the bag of urine.
Or as he called it, a cyst bag with a different,
It's one of my favorite Mr. 10 stories.
But for some,
I was with Mr. 10 watching Florida, Kentucky. His hatred for Florida is so strong. It was one of those comeback ones up at the Commonwealth, but we were in Houston, and the Kentucky kid trots out to kick a game winner.
Yeah, I remember that game.
And you could tell he wasn't going to.
Game, wasn't it?
I'm pretty sure it was. You could tell he wasn't going to make it. We both knew it. His eyes were saucers. You know how those kids sometimes get, and you're just like, oh, my God. And Mr. 10 got up, had to go walk into the bathroom because he didn't want to see the Hick celebration in the restaurant. So I had to
Mullen, probably.
I had to hug
Early
5.0
Mullen.
instead. That's all I had.
Well, there you go. At least you had something to hug. Someone to hug. Like this one, I was 8 years old, Michael Jordan retiring.
Oh, yeah.
That was the one. That was the rock bottom.
Well, I'll give you my crying.
Okay.
Speaking of.
As a kid?
When they traded Tom Seaver.
As a kid, there you go.
They traded my hero.
Yeah.
That was my crying moment. If you wanted a crying moment, that would be.
I had
close.
one other one that I almost cried. It was just like random. I was like 11 or 12, and the Falcons just lost another random game, and that's my mom. Like, why do we suck so bad?
Right.
I remember asking her that question as like a middle schooler, like almost wanting to cry. I didn't quite cry. I was on the verge.
Yeah.
But
Well, we all got them.
Oh, man, do we have them. So, as I'm digesting Monday Night Football,
yes,
and Sam Darnold didn't have a great game. He was okay, a 71 rating, but he won again, and overall his numbers for the year are terrific, and I'm
He had a horrible play where he panicked in the end zone. He lost the football. They scored a touchdown, let him sort of get back in the game a little bit.
Yeah. Really, the only quarterback who put up stats last night was Goff, the only one who was flawless. The rest were now, look, the Titans and Seahawks are both bringing for real defenses to the party.
Yes.
I'm not here to bang on Darnold at all. In fact, quite the opposite. I'm shocked. I'm not surprised.
Mm-hmm.
I'm shocked.
Okay.
I thought Darnold was a Kevin O'Connell, Justin Jefferson.
Yes. No, he's playing good.
Jordan Addison creation.
And
I
yet,
I thought he would. I thought he would backtrack greatly. Not that he wouldn't be okay, or not that he couldn't be Geno Smith good, but I'm really surprised that here we are 7 games in, they're 5-2, and that he's playing high level football.
And yet, Jeff, he's got to finish. He's got to put on a performance because remember how he ended last year disappointingly. So he needs a strong game, like if they get to the postseason, or a game that will get them to the something like that. Take that next step, Sam Darnold. Don't just be a regular season guy. But he's having a heck of a year. He's 5th in the rating right now. He's got 12 touchdowns, 4 picks, thrown for 68.2% of his passes.
7th in passing yards.
Yeah, doing very well.
Yeah, the yards per attempt at 9.1 is way ahead of the others that are in the top 10 for pass. Like Trevor's top 10 barely. He's number 10 in passing yards, but the average per attempt is only 6.3.
Way low.
Or is that per completion, I'm assuming? Probably.
That's yards passed per attempt.
Per attempt, yeah. So, and that's a function of the offense and what they're trying to do. We were sitting here, I was watching a highlight from that Caden Proctor, the big Alabama. And that, with the Jags need a monster tackle.
Yeah, that would help.
It is. Little and Harrison are at best average players.
Correct.
It is what it is. There's a lot going on here that's being, uncovered. Right. We're being, it's come to light some of the issues that we've had. All right, let's take a quick time out. It's Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. More next.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
It's a snapshot in time.
Unbelievable concentration.
But in the end, there's always a play that stood out.
And there's the biggest play of the day.
Listen for the Performance Painting High Performance Play of the Game on 1010XL.
Hey, gang, Prosser here for Lloyd's Heating and Air. Need a leader for commercial, retail, multifamily, hospitality projects? Maybe it's top-tier residential service. No gimmicks, no mascots, just real expertise and good old-fashioned hard work. They're your trusted statewide mechanical partner and local family-owned team. Lloyd's is the only name Northeast Florida counts on. Visit LloydsHeatingandAir.com. That's Lloyd's Heating and Air, keeping you comfortable in every season.
I know two brothers whose minds are always in the gutters.
Hi, I'm Tim.
And I'm Kevin.
We are the Good Brothers.
That's good with an E.
From Good Brothers Roofs and Gutters.
We install 6 and 7-inch seamless gutters, plus we repair and replace roofs, pool enclosures, and super gutters.
We are the Good Brothers, veteran-owned and local.
Visit goodbrothersroofsandgutters.com.
License number CCC 1334384.
Good Brothers Roofs and Gutters.
When you're faced with damage in your home from water, fire, or mold, you need a team with the expertise to fix it right.
Rest-A-Pros!
A locally owned, nationally backed franchise that's here to help you when you need them. A team that does it right the first time.
Rest-A-Pros!
Remember, you don't have to use the insurance company's preferred contractors. Get it done right by a licensed professional you can trust. Call 904-201-9151 or go to RestAProsNEFlorida.com. That's RestAProsNEFlorida.com.
Rest-A-Pros!
If you have cane fever, you'll get your weekly dose of Miami football on the Hurricane Report.
I'm JJ LaSelva. This season, I'll keep you close to Coral Gables with the Hurricane Report on 1010XL.
Proudly protected by Performance Painting.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality product and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
This is Jeff Middlecoff with Cogent Bank. My associate Ryan Salem and I joined Cogent Bank because we wanted to revolutionize the mortgage business, just like Cogent Bank has revolutionized the banking business. So Ryan Salem and I are able to leverage the power and stability of Cogent Bank to go out and find our clients the best investors, the best products, and the best rates in the entire country for your particular mortgage loan. Of course, you don't have to be a customer at Cogent Bank to take advantage of our mortgage services to buy or refinance your home. We offer jumbo loans, VA, FHA, conventional, and investment loans. At Cogent Bank, we offer mortgages nationwide, so we can help you with a second home or help a family member who lives or is moving to another state. Call Ryan Salem or myself, Jeff Middlecoff, at Cogent Bank today, 904-442-9191, to see how we can help you with any of your mortgage loan needs, whatever or wherever they may be.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, Cogent Bank, NMLS ID 402296, Fine Salem, NMLS ID 1182429, Jeff Middlecoff, NMLS ID 249086.
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know before you blow. Go to knowbeforeyouBlow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
Joint replacement surgery is always a tough decision, but relief from chronic pain may be just around the corner. Dr. George Barry here, and there's a lot to consider to make sure you get the proper diagnosis and best path back to the range of motion and mobility you had. Age, lifestyle, and overall health all play a part. Let the team at Barry Orthopedics give you a full analysis to help you make the best decision. Log on to BarryOrthopedics.com or call the office to make an appointment. With offices across Jacksonville and ready to help you feel good again, we'll get you back on the road to recovery at Barry Orthopedics.
All right, welcome back to the program. You know,
Get your thoughts on the game. I hate this team. I was born into this, and I'm not gonna ever. I'm always a Jets fan, but like, I hate this team.
Hey, I'm going to need you to tighten that clip up. All I want is, I hate this team. I was born into this. I hate this team. That's what I got. And I'm going to use that here many times in the next few years. I'm looking at this. I tell you what, you want a dark horse MVP candidate right now? I'd like to give you the name Drake May. Yeah. I didn't realize how good this kid's playing. 75% of his passes, 12 touchdowns, 2 picks. Rating is 116.
Yeah, it's been very good.
Drake May has been. I think he was like 21 of 23 this past week.
Yeah, he broke Tom Brady's completion percent game.
I
think that Brady game, by the way, was the 25 for 28 against the Jags.
The playoff game.
Yeah, I think so.
It might have been.
Yeah, I think that's the one that he.
Good. I'm glad we're out of the books.
Yeah, nice.
If you break any Patriots Tom Brady record, you playing
for sure.
good.
Yeah, he's been terrific. And by the way, Diggs has been good, but they don't have a superstars. They got your boy Pop Douglas over here, Demario Douglas from Mandarin.
Yeah.
It's amazing that kid, Demario Douglas, played on the state championship team with Carson Beck.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And Douglas has been in the league like 3-4 years. That's crazy. And Beck is still in college.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Did Douglas go to Louisville? Where'd he go?
No,
Demario Douglas.
Liberty, wasn't it? Wasn't it Liberty? Wasn't it Liberty Bibberty?
It may have been Liberty Bibberty. Yeah, that sounds right coming out of Mandarin. I may just getting the L's. The
Liberty.
L's. Yeah, Liberty.
Yeah.
Liberty Bibberty. He's having a decent little year. Hunter Henry is. There's a couple old tight ends that people gave up on.
Isn't Hooper up there?
Yeah.
Hooper.
Austin. He had one great catch. He
went up and over.
Yeah, he had the great catch, but it's Hunter Henry's had the resurgent year. Man, it's kind of these old tight ends. You forget about them. Zach Ertz still terrific for Washington.
I know.
And Hunter Henry's been terrific for New England.
New England is.
They're a great story. Yeah, and he's playing great.
Travion Henry, but they're not really running the ball that well.
No, they're running it terribly.
Yeah.
Stevenson finally had a decent game. He hadn't had one all year. He had one this past week against the
Titans.
But Henderson was great.
Henderson, and Antonio Gibson.
Yeah.
Wasn't he the Washington guy?
Gibson's out, though. He's out. Tore his ACL against Buffalo
he done.
in the Buffalo game. Yeah, he's done.
Yeah, but you're right. The receiver, Stephon Diggs, he's got 39 catches. Kayshon Boutte.
Oh, yeah, shake.
Yeah, shake your booty. Mac Hollins is up there now. Demario Douglas. He's only got 13 catches this year, but 2 touchdowns. Yeah. They're it's a good story, man. Harold Landry's got 5.5 sacks. Milton Williams, that's the guy they got from Philly, right? 3.5, and Chase on 4.5. He got 18 sacks. All right, we've got Joe U. So we got to get the story here. Okay.
We'll just get the story of the demise of the Miami Hurricanes.
All right.
I want to know, Joe. I mean,
Top of the morning,
who seems like who seems less unreasonable sitting here after 24 for 63 yards? Can I get at least just a little bit of you're not just an unhinged, unreasonable North Florida rube? Can your guys down there at least acknowledge that I'm not an unhinged, unreasonable North Florida rube? Just saying.
You went viral, bro. You should be thankful, bro.
Yeah,
you should have went out and got a Twitter account after
I should be thankful now because guess who just watched them go 24 for 63 against Louisville? Yeah.
So Joe, you can't discuss anything that happened down in South Florida. Is that?
I'll
understood.
It's something. I'll come to the stadium and tell it in person when aspects of it are cleared up.
Right.
But just as a big picture, I mean, we got some fans that are unfortunately both violent and stupid.
Mm-hmm.
And, it hurts good people and kids, and it's just not a good look.
No.
But once it gets cleared up, it's a great story. I'll see you tomorrow, I tell you. But
okay.
as for the fans, when it's cleared up, I'll come in studio.
Yeah, you'll come in and tell the story. Let me ask you.
Unfortunate.
Let me ask you just one question about the incident. Was the video you sent us, was that the actual incident?
Yeah, that's my boy Carlos' son. Yep.
Okay.
That's my boy
That's
Carlos'
what I thought.
son, which is after what happened with me.
Okay.
Was that you in the beginning in the orange?
No.
No, you weren't in the video.
You weren't in the video.
Yeah,
okay.
That's what we thought.
I'm not in the video.
Yeah, that's what we thought.
I'm looking for security, which is
I got you.
non-existent at that point.
Right.
Nice. Which is sad and frustrating.
Well, I'm sorry you went through
that. He was there.
That's a shame because they need to understand. I mean, you're one of the greatest Miami fans that I know, or you are the greatest Miami fan that I know, and it should not ever happen to you, and you're also a very good person.
And I really do think that and again, I'm whatever, it is what it is. I wouldn't be afraid to go to a Miami game, but it is the most violent, aggressive fan base, maybe in all of sport. In college football, it is.
I don't know.
I don't know.
College football, yes. It's not the Raiders' black hole.
I don't know.
I think it is.
It's not the Raiders' black
I grew up down.
It's not 1979,
I understand
Dan.
that, but they're not. No.
I haven't seen.
I'll say this, Jeff.
highlights.
I've traveled.
Yeah.
Would you agree with me?
Like different. No, I would say there's only one place, and I've been to, Oklahoma, Nebraska, Notre Dame, Penn State. The only place where I did not go, they said, "Hey, bro, do not go through the student section on your way to the game." Only one place out of every place that I've been, and that is West Virginia. I really believe. I looked at those cats.
Yeah.
And
you
I
want
was
any
like,
part of them.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. But yeah, bro, we took belt to ass. Y'all, here's what happened. The guy can scheme, man. Jeff Brum, if somebody could get that guy out, he out-schemed our DC.
He did.
They ran that little drag route. Mario's going to be Mario. And the thing is, what's crazy about it, we could have won. Carson had a terrible game, unfortunately.
Yeah, you could have stole that game at the end.
But we still could have stole the game.
Yeah.
Mario's hard-headed. We're bigger than you. And here's the thing, why I'm so bullish on the thing. I've seen Larry Coker's a terrible coach. He has so much talent that he won. We're not on that level of talent that what Butch stocked us with. But, bro, we got offensive and defensive lines. One thing that was brilliant that Jeff Brum did, they start cut blocking at some point. They didn't do it every point, but they start. So the rush, which we have with Mesidor and Bain, it minimalizes it.
Yeah.
And then one thing they taught their defensive line, look, they're running these little quick things, jump. After 2 seconds, jump up, and you're going to bat a couple balls down.
They did.
We need to scheme better. We still have talent. We're not out of this. Good to see Georgia Tech getting some love. Shout out to Holmes.
Yeah, they're in the top 10 now. Georgia Tech and Vanderbilt are in the top 10.
Yeah.
The game is, to Doring's point, and I didn't totally agree with what he was preaching. Those two, and before this week, Texas Tech.
Go ahead.
That didn't work.
Real quick on the sports tragedy. I didn't cry. I'm from the Boys Don't Cry school of how I was raised. Bruh, my honeymoon, my wife and I coming back from Paris. I got some Remy XOXO, and I'm going to save it for a very special moment. So, son's over. I got a couple of my partners over. The Saints, we're about to go back to the NFC Championship. So I walk over to the closet to get it, and the dude from Minnesota throws the ball, and their wide receiver catches it, and I had just walked back, and I walked back to the cabinet. Luckily, I hadn't opened it, and I placed it back in my cabinet. So
Still
there's
there.
a bottle of Remy XO still waiting to be opened. Hopefully it'll be when my Canes win this national championship.
All right, get them out of
I'm
here.
still about that.
Stock down.
Thank you, Joe.
Stock down, Joe.
We'll take a break. Keep it rolling. This is The Drill on 1010XL.
Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. There's a key that opens a very special door. The Jaguars locker room. Go in the locker room with Hayes Carline to get closer to the Jags. Unlocked by Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors.
Hey, it's Travis from Cannons of Jacks. Thank you for trusting us for 55 years of custom welding fabrication and vehicle towing accessories. When you need a trailer hitch for the family car, a gooseneck for the company truck, or even RV towing options, call us at Cannons. We can do a bumper hitch, fifth wheel hitch, anything for safe, reliable towing. Come to Cannons of Jacks, where service is our #1 priority and we treat our customers as we like to be treated. Check us out online, cannonsofjacks.com.
Hey, Prosser, when it comes to game day and your snack time, I know some of you guys are just, you go dip crazy. Well, here's one for you. You can't miss with Daisy French onion dip. If you love eating dips with chips, wings, and veggies while watching those big games, you'll love the new Daisy French onion dip. There's a Daisy Ranch dip as well. Get them both game changers. These are delicious, homemade. That makes the difference in a homemade dip. Made with real herbs and spices, other ingredients you'd find in your own kitchen. Got to try this dip of deliciousness. Look for Daisy French onion dip at a grocery store near you.
All right, sports fans, Hickett here from my friends at Beaches Dermatology. Nobody cares more about your skin care than Beaches Dermatology, and they will take it to the nth degree with you. They are awesome, man. Whether it's a hydrofacial or things that will help you, or if it's just they need to check some things out on your skin. Beach's Dermatology is my go-to. I've been going to them for decades. Doctors Boudreaux and Metz, long-time legends of the skin world, all right? Dr. Fader with the Mohs surgery. These guys know what they're doing. I trust them explicitly. I go and get my skin checked up. Had a couple of Mohs surgeries myself, so sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Protect your skin from the sun, right? Cover those ears, long sleeve dry fits, sunscreen, whatever it takes. Something pops up, beachesdermatology.com for all your skincare needs. beachesdermatology.com for all your skincare needs.
Greenlaw Group is for the insured. If you think you have roof damage, call 904-302-7055 today, and they will schedule you a free roof inspection. Trust their law firm to help you fight your insurance when you need it. These storms can cause damage you may not even see yet. Call Greenlaw Group, 302-7055. There's no cost to retain their law firm and no cost to have your roof inspected. They only get paid if you win. Greenlaw Group, for the insured.
Introducing the Jag Stack at Firehouse Subs. So bold, it's named after the home team. Stacked with honey ham, smoked turkey, roast beef, provolone, fresh veggies, and the new Duval drizzle sauce. For a limited time at your local Firehouse Subs, there's only one hottest sub in Duval.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com, then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Here's hoping for a Raise the Roof football season. And here's knowing Next Gen Roofing is up for any job. Game day or storm season, you need a team you can trust. And you know what? You don't need a glitzy roofing company. No shortcuts, no gimmicks, no nonsense. Solid roofs at competitive prices and a commitment to the First Coast community. Right now, save up to $300 on your next roof replacement. When you need a roof, you need Next Gen Roofing. Team with you, it's a win every time.
San Jose Collision is hiring for an automotive detailer and porter. If you're detail-oriented, dependable, and love working with cars, apply in person at San Jose Collision in Mandarin. Valid driver's license required.
Bueller.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, pal, you look troubled. Is something bugging you?
This friendship isn't all upside for me, Jason. People keep asking me stuff about you.
They ask you about me?
Is it really cooler with Bueller, they ask. So I say, totally. And they say, how do you mean that? And I say, he fixes air conditioners, which literally makes somebody cool. But he also has cool sunglasses and cool people and a cool family.
And I try to make working at Bueller Air and Plumbing a really cool experience for our technicians and plumbers. We treat our people like gold, and they treat our homeowners the exact same way.
Great. Well, now there's another cool thing I've got to remember. This is a lot of responsibility, Jason.
Life can get hectic sometimes. If you don't take a moment to slow down and appreciate all the cool parts, you could miss it.
Do people ask you about me at all?
Weirdly, they do.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
1010XL, presented by Farrah and Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farrah doesn't flinch. Now, the cool down with Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing, keeping Jack's cool since 1987.
All right, we've been cooling down on like just some of the most miserable fan experiences that you've had. It started with they interviewed the teenager coming out of the Jets game. The Jets fell to 0-7, and I think we all have had these moments that we would sum up our experiences with our teams, like this teenage Jets
in the game. I hate this team. I was born into this, and I'm not gonna ever. I'm always a Jets fan, but like, I hate this team.
So, all right. From the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures, can't believe no one said wide right. A couple of wide rights. The FSU fan base have settled in. 2001 Florida-Tennessee last game of the year after the 9/11 reschedule. Losing that game in the swamp cost Florida SEC championship, probably national championship hopes. Here's a Magic fan. Nick Anderson's 4 missed free throws in the finals. So just a variety of folks from a variety of areas weighing in. So
I just don't think, like, when we talk about...
My kids have uttered it about the Jags and Falcons. They've had miserable lives of not coming through. You know, I'm born into it. I'm not leaving, but, man, I hate this team.
Well, and then you mix in for Brooksy, the Gators, and Drew, the Knowles. They haven't had success. The Knowles go 13-0, and they rip their hearts out at the end of the year. I mean, so I totally get that. I was thinking back to when we had Chris on this morning, and I was looking at somebody's tweet, and he says, NIL is the only thing that matters in this. I don't agree with that. The NIL money is the most important thing. That I do agree with. It's all about money in college football. How much money are you going to get? But as these big programs figure this out, they're going to have more money than the smaller schools.
There's also
then everything else is factored in. It does get factored.
You have a staying power at these bigger schools too.
Yeah.
Lane Kiffin can stay. He's not going to get the staying power that you get at Georgia or Bama or you would hope Florida. Listen, we don't redefine what the power jobs are just because. And by the way, that's also right now. Who knows where this NIL thing is headed?
Right.
So I agree with most.
And by the way, it's not as much. Well, NIL's part of it, but it's each school can now pay its players.
Well, okay, then salary, but there's a cap on that. So how do you?
Right.
So that should be the same for everyone, I would think, or at least. Plus, ET, I got to get your thoughts on this.
Okay. Here we
go.
go.
All you LeBron haters, get close to the radio.
Oh.
Yeah. Russell Westbrook has released a book and says
dangerous.
He says, man, he grew tired of LeBron's fake act.
Oh.
Yeah. LeBron James once claimed he predicted Kobe Bryant would score 70 before his famous 81-point outing. Another time he claimed The Godfather was his favorite movie, but he was unable to recite a line from the film when asked about it in a news conference. These stories may be harmless in the grand scheme, but for former Laker teammate Russell Westbrook, he says it says something bigger about James' character.
By the way, just so you understand, before you start ripping Russ, this could tear apart the culture because, as you know, your good friend Marcel Robinson, that's his point guard.
Oh, Russ?
Oh, yeah. Well, so, I mean, I don't want to cause any bad blood between you and Marcel.
Well, Westbrook, a 9-time All-Star, voices in his new book, voices frustration with James and his perceived fake habits. This, in Westbrook's view, was who LeBron was, and he was done putting up with it.
Your comments, please.
According to the author, Westbrook's relationship with James, which started on a high note, fractured quickly.
Fractured. Well, when somebody's calling you fake, that ain't gonna help the relationship.
While James appeared to defend his teammate with the media, it felt inauthentic to Westbrook. James' repeated use of the phrase, let Russ be Russ with the media after games bothered Westbrook. He didn't feel it was genuine because it didn't match the attitude he received behind the scenes. So you would rather him be nice to you behind the scenes and then kill you in the media? After the 21-2 season, Westbrook was asked about the repeated use of the phrase. That wasn't true, Westbrook said, so let's be honest. Anyway, there you go. Who wins that in the battle of public opinion? Come on.
Ain't nobody worried about Russell Westbrook.
Yeah.
All that.
Oh,
you know what that
no.
is? That's rat poison. That's all that is.
No.
What about your Lakers this year with Luka? Huh? Is Luka's team now?
Oh, it's definitely Luka's
It looks like it, right? Didn't I see this offseason Luka went off and got skinny?
Yeah, skinny Luka.
Yeah, and isn't LeBron going to start the year on the injured list there?
I think so.
Yeah, right? Didn't he have was it a leg injury? What was it? You remember?
Old age.
We got a situation.
Does that open up a starting spot for Bronny, you think, or no?
Let's get this situation in real quick. FS1 used to have this midday show, right? Had all these guys. They all got fired. Acho and Joy Taylor and all that. And Acho quickly put together a digital show called Speak Easy.
Okay.
He co-hosts with LaShawn McCoy, his former FS1 partner, discussing a strange headline in which their fellow former FS1 host Skip Bayless suggested Travis Hunter, underwhelming rookie year, byproduct of getting baptized, one of the dumbest things in the history of man.
Biggest L.
Acho retorted that McCoy had done a lot of sinning since 2018, the last time that McCoy said he was baptized. Getting defensive, McCoy turned the conversation towards Acho's alleged affair with Joy Taylor.
Oh, man.
Oh, snap. Says the guy that did a lot of action at Fox, but we ain't going to talk about that.
Shady can be shady.
Oh, my gosh. That was the biggest violation in this show's history, Acho said. It's public, McCoy responded. The vibe changed. I'm tired of talking to y'all. I'm done in chat, and I'm tired of y'all, too. I'm tired of this show. That was low 2-5. When Acho accused McCoy of ruining the whole show, McCoy said, no, Skip did. Oh, no.
This is all live?
This is on the Speakeasy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Stream.
Didn't Acho get into it with somebody? He was in it with someone else, wasn't he?
Always in it with somebody, though.
4 or 5 months ago, though. I know it was a big one, though.
We got issues. We got to take a break, make the turn for home.
RG3.
Next.
Yeah, it was RG3.
The drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Pizza the T here, and Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. It's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes through in the clutch? From lunch to late night, only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar. Stick around after the sunset, and Twin Peaks is open really late. Wind down with bourbon and late-night bites. Come on, somebody.
Hi, I'm Sean Monahan from Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach. Since 1977, we've been Jacksonville's local family jeweler with a beautiful selection of fine jewelry and certified diamonds. But we're also Jacksonville's leading buyer of gold, silver, and diamonds from the public. Gold has recently hit an all-time high at over $3,600 per ounce. Pay bills, buy something fun. Now is the time to sell your gold for cash and get top dollar, or trade it in for a new piece and get even more value at Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach.
Universal Roof and Contracting presents the Offensive Player of the Game. Universal Roof and Contracting. The difference is universal.
Travis Hunter played his heart out on Sunday. The rookie sensation tallied 101 yards on 8 receptions to go along with a touchdown, which was his first as a pro. Numbers like this may give the first-round pick confidence moving forward for the Teal and Black this season. And he's your Universal Roof and Contracting Offensive Player of the Game.
Homeowners, storms don't wait, so why should you? Protect your home and your wallet with Universal Roof and Contracting. Save up to 20% on roof replacements and repairs now through September 30th. Financing is available with payments as low as $115. Call 855-ROOF-HELP for your free inspection. Universal Roof and Contracting, protecting your home, building your trust. License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258484.
UniversalRoof.com.
Pickett here with lots more on George Moore Chevrolet. Hey, Justin Moore, what are you doing in our commercial?
Dan, this Moore just wanted to remind folks of vehicles less than $20,000 on our lot. Or you can always go more with our Silverado EV.
I have my boy Blue, that beautiful Gator Blue Silverado. Love, love, love it. And that service department, second to none. Let's just say it means more to Gabe and the boys who take great care of us.
Not to mention, we do more for the community. We love Jacksonville. Been around these parts since 1986.
George Moore Chevrolet. Need I say more?
Hey, this is Tom McManus. If you get injured out there, there's only one number to call. Pound Law, that's all. Slip and fall, car wreck, wrongful death. It doesn't matter. Morgan & Morgan handles it all. They're the largest in the country. 100 offices, over 1,000 attorneys. $20 billion recovered for 500,000 clients. That's the kind of team I want. If you get hurt from someone else's wrongdoing, check out Morgan & Morgan. ForThePeople.com.
What if you could pull up to $500,000 in cash out of your home and drop your mortgage rate to 4.99% APR? Hey, Prosper here, and right now at Loan Pronto, they've got the lowest rates in 3 years. With Loan Pronto's rapid equity loan, you can get your cash in as little as 3 days, pay off all those high-interest credit cards, and even skip your next 2 house payments. One client just got $300,000 approved in under 24 hours. Paid off their debt, paid off 2 car loans, saved $2,100 a month. One call, life change. There's no wait, no hard credit pull. You probably won't need an appraisal. Just fast, easy cash from your home's equity. Rates at a 3-year low. Act now. Call 914-999-1508 or visit loanpronto.com for your free instant home appraisal. See how much cash you can get today. Call 914-999-1508. See how much cash you can get today. You can also visit loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781. On approved credit, visit NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Way too many demands going on right here around the building. There's a lot going on.
A lot of value, intrinsic value, we call it.
Who's the easiest? Like,
I got a bunch to do here today. They want me to do all kind
of all the people here. Of all the people here, I'll ask you this question.
I love them all.
Because you know everybody here.
All right.
You tend to stay here longer than me and Jeff do.
Okay.
Who do they not want to ask a question to? If they need something.
Oh, if you need something, you
yeah.
don't
Like in
wanna
other
ask
words,
somebody?
do I go ask Jeff? Do I go ask Hicken?
I think it's probably Dan.
Is it me? They don't want to
Out
ask
of y'all two,
Yeah.
or just in the building?
or in the building.
Yeah.
Man, nobody want to go to HR really.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
no, but out of us in the building.
What
he's
about
talking
us?
about.
Oh, I think they don't.
No.
wanna
What
do
about these people? They need something. Like Yoda just came in and needed
it. Oh
something.
yeah,
Would they rather
I
not?
think people are afraid. Like I think Jeff intimidate people.
Oh,
but
no.
but he does everything.
Yeah.
He gonna do it. But I think
You
Jeff
suck up.
intimidating people.
You're a suck up, E.
I mean, I'm just
Keep
telling
it
you.
real.
Yeah. They love me out there. I don't know. You're kidding. Huh?
You know
go
their
ask them right
names.
now. Every one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dan used to be terrible, but he's gotten better.
Yeah. Yeah.
He got the one over here. This kid over here, he got the other day.
No, I didn't get it.
Yeah.
E
Oh,
helped
he
me out.
told you. You didn't really know?
What, Thomas?
Yeah.
Big Tom?
The tank engine?
BT?
Yeah. The tank engine, I call. Who's
Yeah.
he talking to? Have you learned his name yet?
Who, Trent?
Yeah. Okay, Trent. Okay, good.
And then Timmy's here now
That's
with
Tony.
Jaguars Today.
Yeah.
Tony is
Yeah,
here with
that's
Jaguars
Tony.
Today.
You know Denmark, but do you know his first name?
David Denmark.
Yeah, there you go.
Diabold. It's a DD thing.
Yeah.
I don't know what exactly
he knows what
it is.
He knows that.
Huh? There's a lot of people in here that I don't like.
Well, that's kind of why I thought they would say that
Yeah.
about who they want to come ask things. I think
I got to come up with right now. I'm 2 racks behind Denmark. I have to pay him a lot of money here at the end of the
You probably should for betting on high school football. So you should
Yeah.
both lose.
Yeah.
Quite frankly, it's immoral.
year. Yeah. Get
All
us
right.
out of here,
Yeah,
E.
desperately.
2-Minute Drill is driven by nobody but Nimnicht. Nimnicht Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnicht Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
As I welcome Tony here, I will say, though, me and E have developed a wonderful relationship.
You're
We're like
backseat
I've
bastards.
seen the SNL sketch. I think it was Bill Hader was hosting it, and it would be like he would bring somebody on.
Yeah.
And then they would
Yeah.
bring on the
Who
guest.
is
He's like,
this?
He's been opening the door for
Yeah.
you in the building
Yes.
for 15 years.
Name that guy or whatever it's called.
That's me.
Who is, who
That
is
is
it?
me.
She's been working in the cubicle
Tony.
next to you for 7 years.
Swear to God.
It's funny. You should.
My
look that up.
wife has a friend. The friend said, this lady says she works with Dan. They're telling me the name. I'm like, no, she doesn't. Yes, she does.
Here or TV?
At TV. I'm like, no chance. And they're going over. So finally, I got to text Martineau. I go, Martineau, do you know so-and-so?
He's like,
He
sure.
goes, yeah. She
Yeah. He's worse than TV. Here, it's a small enough place. It's compact enough.
It is
and
now.
Here he has to deal with everyone.
Yes.
Like he's worse like TV, like where there's people that he only deals with
They're all moving
occasionally.
around.
Well, he
Yeah.
might deal with them every now and then.
Yeah, I'm not good with names
Yeah.
either.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Anyway,
Those
how are
are
you?
hard.
I'm good.
Good. What do
We're,
we got on it?
checking whatever tape there is to check with
Yeah,
Logs
it's ugly.
Is
Burn
Logs
it.
back?
He's here.
He's here?
To burn the tape Tuesday.
Ooh, that's not going to be pretty.
No, it's gonna be ugly.
I heard some. You obviously. I heard, seen, and I statistically, I guess Makari gave up the most pressures. I heard he did not have a particularly strong outing the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, I don't know.
Something's going on with that. The O-line is not playing well, so that means guys are not playing well on the O-line. I'm just trying to identify which ones they are. Because 2 weeks ago was like the tackles. I think this week it might have been a little bit of the inside. I don't know.
Well, and I think there's with the bye coming up here, if they're going to make a change on the offensive line, it's
Right.
where does Milam go in?
Yeah.
Right? And trying to figure out who that should be for,
Yeah.
I don't think is an easy question to answer.
Yeah.
Right? Like if they do want to get him on the field, which I'm not even sure that that's how this is going to go.
Correct.
Right? Like I think they're 5, maybe they're 5
Yeah.
for now.
Yeah.
But if they are going to put him into the lineup, where is he going to play?
Mm-hmm.
Like, because he does feel like a guy that can play basically 4 of the 5 spots. I
Yeah.
don't think they're replacing the center, Hainsey at this point in
Mm-hmm.
the process. But I think the other 4, you can move Anton to the left, and take Walker off the field if they want to do it that way. But could something change on the offensive line? Potentially, but I don't even think
We might need to use the first rounder next year on offense. Oh, wait.
Oh,
Not
I saw what you just did there.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't
Not
like that.
available.
Well, have a great show.
Thank you.
That's Mike and Tony and Jeff Logs. It's a great show. It's a super.
Burn the Tape Tuesday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
burn it. Yeah.
It's like-
We haven't had one of those in a while.
No, yeah, that's for sure.
I mean, this was
Detroit last year was similar.
Oof.
I mean,
Oof.
they took a knee on us there with
Oof.
LA took a knee first half and game. That's how bad it was. They took a first half knee.
They did take a first half knee.
Metaphorically.
First half knee.
Yeah, they really did.
Oh,
All right.
boy.
It's been a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. Man, if you got a truck and you haven't been to Catlin yet, you've been making a big mistake. You can check out more at WilliamCatlin.com.
Can't wait to get my truck from Catlin when Lane Kiffin comes down. I'll be